hear these youngins by the slang that I bid first, and I can't even get no credit for it. That shit hurt. Yeah, we been nerds, not the type to use big words. Still down to throw you if you throwing a fist first. Fail face, but every now and then I don't get curved. Still in the broken hearted that we get what we deserve. Freak show, they staring and don't ask for no pictures. Cause I'm a giant man like I'm Fishburne. Maybe cause I'm hotter than the grease with a fish burn. We're slacking now, I'm putting in that work like an intern. I probably won't gain lives like trading in your system. The game stop. Don't really rap about what I ain't got. Been me since back when I could fit in the tank top. You think I'm ever changing? I think not. Hit the taco truck and I can show you the flame spots. They only taking cash and now I'm making the bank stop. Think cock, don't say a word, just open that safe lock. Now I'm playing the ATM, broken the rank wide. Raindrops falling on my head. I hate cops, ain't talking to the feds. Zombie mode on a rocky road, walking like I'm dead. Need to pick me up that I will eat the chocolate with the bread. Still trash, just now me in my pockets getting fed. That's real rap, now I can pay for guac without a sweat. You feel that? Playlist full of Indian drill trap. Problems, I got 99 on me, I'm Lil Sad. But fucking never cried over spilled paps. Never crying over who spilled that. Young medicine man, and I'm looking to peel caps. Yeah. Put on the beat and I will snap. Put on the beat, I'ma kill that.
First episode of Behind the Box.
You just ruined my intro, Dan. Nah, it's all good.
All right.
What's that?
Was that a promo right there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We just did a promo then. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Behind the Box. Moist Mob in the building. Or on the phone, because no one could be in the building, because it's quarantine. Go back to being live. You bitch.
Fire. Yeah, what's up, folks? Bing bang boom. Fucking, we're in this motherfucker. Got the boy. Who is you?
Yo, Doggy Dawg, straight out of South Hayward. You already know what it is.
Yeah, we're in this motherfucker. We're here just watching the AEW Double or Nothing pay-per-view. We can't put it on the screen for y'all, obviously, but we just doing like a watch-along of sorts. So if you all happen to be watching it, you can see us fucking reacting along to it as well. Right now we got fucking Frankie Kazarian and Scorpio Sky in the ring, along with Jimmy Havoc. And who else?
Who's that guy? Kip Sabian?
Kip Sabian. Yee! What's up, Dan? He said, fuck it, let's put it on screen. Let's go to jail. Take me to jail.
We gotta, like, only if we could, like, broadcast it and scramble it, like, back in the day, the Spice Channel.
Right? Or like how porn used to be. Yeah, I was sitting here trying to explain to L-Dog the fucking, the rules of this fucking casino ladder match. I'm still kind of even, like, thinking about what they really are myself. It's like you pull a card, and whatever the suit is of the card is what gets called out after the time. But essentially, it's all just a Royal Rumble ladder match.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is a singles, though, because it's like, I think what's on the line is a title match. For the title.
What is it, like, only, how many people is it until it's done? Like, or until they, like, reach the capacity?
I think 8.
Okay.
I think 8. And then Ray Phoenix was supposed to be in it, but then he got injured on the last episode from a stunt. Okay, so Darby Allin's walking in right now.
Right.
At number 5, I guess. Yes. I don't know if that means number 5 in the Rumble or that means number 5 in the singles rankings. I will let you know when Kip Sabian's getting his balls squeezed, Dan.
We got you.
We got you.
High alert. We'll be on high alert for this.
Darby came in before he even came in the ring. He threw Scorpio Sky into the guardrails, hops up into the ring. He's kind of screwing around with fucking Frankie Kazarian, lands a little cutter. Like, what is that? Like kind of like a flip away cutter or some shit? I don't know.
I don't know. He like did a front flip over him, and it's like that one thing that the dude in NXT UK does, like the Stunt Dog Millionaire.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I forget who that guy is.
Mandrews. Andrews. Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews.
Yeah.
Okay, Darby's gonna fucking he's bridging the ladder in between the barricade and the ring. He's throwing Frankie Kazarian through it. He ducks under, but then Darby throws his skateboard at him. Right in his fucking right in the face. Darby's climbing up the ladder with his skateboard, but it's outside of the ring. How tall is that ladder? Like a 20-foot tall ladder. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Darby jumps off the ladder with his skateboard. Like he jumps down like he's about to like land on a skateboard, but the skateboard just crushes through a ladder was like bridged between the ring. Jesus fuck. Obviously, the person that was laying on the ladder ducked out of the way. That's the weird thing about Darby is, like, I really like his shit, but at the same time, like, his whole thing is about, like, beating himself up to where I'm like, you have such a good look to where it's like you could look intimidating to me, I feel. Like, even though he's, like, tiny, like he doesn't have to be, like, a Mick Foley of sorts. He could be a little bit more,
he's super
like,
young, too, right, isn't he?
Yeah, he's not, like, I think he's, like, 21, 22 or some shit. Maybe a little bit older.
He'll learn.
Maybe late 20s. Somewhere around there, though. Now we got Orange Cassidy entering the match. See, but it's kind of weird, though, because I think this whole shit is for a singles titles match, and they have a few different
tag teams
inside there. Orange Cassidy's, like, not even bothering, like, going into the ring. He's just walking over to the announce table, hanging out with the announcers. And now he's just like hella slowly walking back, like, because they're just like, nah, dude, you gotta go wrestle. You know, he's just like sloth like shit into the ring. The presentation of this is really good though, man. Like, for there not really being people there, like, they're making up for it pretty well. Like, I feel like every show has been like gradually just a little bit more people each time.
Yeah.
In the audience, like, this looks like this was like a show.
The way they kind of keep everybody, or all the angles are not going really past the span of the number of people they have in the crowd, so you can't see any empty areas, and like they're all making hella noise. The camera quality's hella good too.
Yeah, man. He's just sitting there in the ring with no ladder, like just reaching up. Fucking Orange Cassidy. He's like lazily, like, he just slid the ladder over and just stands on the ladder, but like doesn't put the ladder up. He's just like standing on it, like, as it's like laying on the ground. People keep trying to like dive in on him, but he's like leapfrogging over him. There's 30 seconds left before someone's about to come in. Now Cassidy's finally putting the ladder up.
So what are they coming in, like, one at a time now, or?
Yeah, they come in from the start. Like, it only starts with 2 in the ring, and then it's 1 at a time, like every like minute and a half, I think.
Ah, shit. Okay.
But see, even then, like, I forget. Maybe, I don't know. I forget. Because I know, like, on their version of the Casino Rumble, they came in like in pairs of 4. But it was like they're not on teams. They just like came in pairs
sets like that.
So like a couple of people will be like fighting with each other on the way to the ring.
Okay.
But I think this is just 1 at a time because I think there's only 8 people all together.
But only one person wins it because they got to get that like casino chip looking ass thing, right?
Yeah. They got to pull that down. Colt Cabana just entered in the ring. Okay, so it's every 2 minutes. Every 2 minutes another competitor comes in.
Got it.
Colt, Boom Boom Cabana. I do like Colt. Like, he's funny, but like in an actual, like, he still wrestles though. Like, he does things that like still apply to like actual like wrestling movements. He's not doing.
I forgot that he was dope. Like, I had seen him when he first came back to AEW. I was like, oh, it's Colt Cabana. And
did you
then
see any of that?
Whoa.
Have you watched any of the NWA shit? Because he was there. He was over there before he jumped over to AEW.
I haven't.
Dude,
I heard it's hella good.
Dude, the power shit's amazing, and it's on YouTube for free. Dude, you gotta get on that, man.
I know, but I'll be at work. But
That's not an excuse to me. It's on YouTube for free, my guy. You can watch that shit whenever.
Is it true? Especially since like there's nothing new coming out. Like, I mean, you know, with audiences, I could go back and watch their shit with audiences.
Yeah, man. Exactly. And there's like a good amount of it too, because they've had like kind of like 2 quote unquote seasons.
They're like 2 years worth, or
not years,
but just like,
yeah, like they like, because they like did they were doing like an event. They would like drop something once a week, and then at a certain point they like because like there was like a first season where they had like one song, and then they switched it to where like they made like another season, but I forget how many episodes it was. It might have been like 20 something.
I got
50
you. All right,
episodes
that makes sense.
And then they switched over to like another thing.
Yeah, that's cool. That makes sense.
So they're like short seasons, but
and get your storylines, like, you know.
Yeah, because I really like what they've done. Like, have you ever? Do you even know about like the 10 Pounds of Gold series with the Nick Aldis and all that shit too?
I do remember that.
That shit's really great too, because like some of that unfolded out during the All In pay per view.
Yeah, that's right.
Because that's like how that was like the first.
Because that was like him and Cody, right?
Yeah, that's how like that's when the cool shit about Nick Aldis is fucking. Okay, Joey Janela just came in. He just like front flipped on a bunch of them on the way in. And now he's like jumped over a guardrail to attack Kip Sabian. I'm not really that big a fan of Joey Janela.
Joey Janela reminds me.
He's very charismatic and whatnot, but it's just like he only looks like a foot taller than Marco Stunt. You know, like he has like a weird sort of like when he runs and hits the ropes, it just looks weird. I don't know really what to describe. You know. But if you happen to see it, like, you might know what I mean. Like, there's just like an awkwardness to it.
Maybe he's just more character than, you know.
Yeah, no, he has a shitload of character.
He reminds me of Chris Jericho. Like, Chris Jericho was an alcoholic in the 90s.
Facts. Because, like, have you seen him do that promo where he's doing the Kesha lyrics?
Yep.
That shit's amazing.
He is hella funny though.
No, yeah, he's entertaining as fuck. But I just like his in-ring abilities. It's just like something. There's just like something awkward to him that I'm just like, I can't buy it. Like it was funny. Like I was showing Dan some wrestling the other night, and it was on AEW Dynamite. I forget who it was, but he was just like, "Dog, that doesn't." He's like, "I could kick that dude's ass, dog," and I couldn't really defend it because it's like, and I was like, that's kind of the problem. I was like, there's some people on here that's definitely like, oh yeah, that's a bad looking motherfucker. Like I'm not gonna fuck with him. But then there's other people that's like, nah, dude, that looks like my cousin Greg out at a fucking kegger, dog. Like Chuck E. T, dude. He looks like he's just out at a fucking he looks like some cat you would see like at your fucking niece's like second birthday party. You know what I mean?
Like the best dudes though. Sometimes it's like, hey man.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like
the ones that look like they still work at Foot Locker.
I don't know, man. I kind of want to believe a little bit that it's like, oh, I can't do this. Okay, Luchasaurus is coming in right now. I think he might be the last competitor. See, and I don't know. I don't think they get eliminated either. I think it's like
I'm feeling like they're gonna keep having these countdowns until they're done, and they're gonna be at capacity, and then it's gonna be like all hell's gonna break loose because it's gonna be like 20 dudes in there trying to climb the ladder.
It's pretty convoluted, actually. Like there should still be an elimination element to it. Like,
right.
If you're gonna do it like Royal Rumble style, like there's no point. Like it's like if ultimately at a certain point all 8 are gonna be there, you might as well just start with all 8 at the same time. You might as well just have an 8-man ladder match.
True.
that's kind of just. It's like cheerleading shit. Luchasaurus like picks him up and like throws him over the ring, and there's just like all 7 of them there to like catch him, like he's about to crowd surf. But now he's just choke slam Frankie Kazarian on a ladder that was bridged on one of the turnbuckles. Now he's another choke slam straight onto the mat. Now Luchasaurus is picking up a ladder, but he tosses it. Why is like no one at all going up the ladder? Is that just me? Like no one at all is going for the chip?
That's what make the match confusing too, because you would have never thought that they was even going for it.
Man, I hate to say it, but I don't like this idea. I support them and all, but I just don't understand the idea of this match. And then it's almost like they're waiting. They're just doing like a bunch of extraness to where no one can put a ladder up. And then it's almost like they're waiting for everyone to be in the ring until someone really gets on the ladder.
Yeah.
It's just convoluted.
I think it should have been easier to understand if there was more effort to try to climb the ladder more, instead of kind of like, you know, like you said, they kind of just waiting for the next person to come out and you're like, oh, whoa. Like,
holy shit,
because he wasn't even near
Brian
right?
Cage just fucking entered in, making his AEW debut. He just broke a fucking ladder on the way in too. Like, he just had it in his hands and he just snapped it apart. And Taz is his manager.
That's dope.
That's interesting too, because they've been building a storyline. Oh, and he immediately goes for Darby Allin. That's interesting because they've been building that storyline where Taz been wanting to give Darby like advice and shit. He's all, listen, man, like he's hitting you with like basic wrestling. I could teach you some wrestling stuff. And Darby's like, I was a wrestler in fucking high school, you fucker, and all this and that. Like they were like started beef, and then now Taz just shows up with Brian fucking Cage. That's awesome. Good for Brian Cage.
Brian Cage is dope. Brian Cage got his start around here too.
But this is like the first time he's like been in like a major company. I mean, like Impact's a major company, but this is like
not as big as they was back in.
Yeah, he's probably getting a way bigger paycheck right now.
I think Cage was either in FCW or OVW at some point, but they like let him go.
Damn, I even forgot, because remember we were saying outside like somebody is gonna debut for sure.
So there we go. We got Cage,
go. But that's not gonna be like they're still gonna be like have to be a major one.
Yeah.
Damn, Brian fucking Cage. That's awesome. And this is awesome because they've already been rumored to have, like, they're going to start, like, a second show on TNT. I mean, and they already have a second show with the AEW Dark.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I can see them just straight doing, like, AEW Dark is their second show or something like that.
Like doing that on TV?
Yeah, or they just call it something else, but it's still, like, this is, like, our next or whatever. To where, like... Because, like, they're starting to get people to where it's like, yeah, Brian Cage and shit like that. I don't want to see fucking Brian Cage going on one-on-one matches with Orange Cassidy. But I would love to see, like, Orange Cassidy matches, like, on an AEW Dark type situation where he's, like, the man. Because it's like, I don't know, they're introducing, like, a sports-like product, but then they have, like, some just, like, straight fun indie elements. To where it's like,
that's true.
I don't want them to give up on the fun indie elements. Like, and they should have that stuff to where people can, like, do what they want. But at the same time, there should be like if you have you should have at least one division that is like, oh, we're going by the rankings and all that shit. Like this is the fucking deal.
Do the rankings even really kind of matter? Because I feel like
that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like they don't when you introduce shit. Like I don't mind Matt Hardy being here, but it's just like that whole Damascus shit is like, I don't even really knock the creativity of the gimmick and whatnot, but it just doesn't like it takes away from. So are we not just like a sports based, you know, like it's weird to like do all these rankings and like have this like semi combat presentation, but then you're doing like these like supernatural elements where people are controlling the pyrotechnics with their fucking hands and shit.
Right.
And it's like it's a stretch, man. Like I was saying, I don't mind if you have like one show where you're doing fun stuff like that, and then you have another one where it is like some serious. Who's under there? Brian Cage?
I think so.
Yep. Yeah, I think they just threw Brian Cage down. They put a guardrail on top of. They put like 2 guardrails and something. They put a guardrail and 2 ladders on top of them, and now they're putting a casino.
Like
the
a
double,
giant,
the
they
double
got one
nothing
chair on
giant
top.
casino chip on top. They're caging Brian Cage. Tony Schiavone just says,
Clever.
"Wow." Yeah, Cole Cabana was trying to. While all that was going on, Cole Cabana was setting up a ladder.
He's trying to be slick.
Kip Sabian seen it, hit a fucking like a slingshot
Drop kick.
I keep getting faked out because they keep rolling that.
That thing in the background.
That thing in the background, so I keep thinking like, oh, is someone else gonna come in? But I don't think so. Seeing, like I said, like we said, fucking now everyone's in the ring. Now they're actually like starting to try to go up on the ladder to where it's like you could have just started with all 8 people in the ring.
And I'm not tripping, right? Like they not really explaining nothing to us. Like,
yeah, like the announcers are doing a good job at just like talking about like what they are doing physically. But it's like, yeah, I don't understand the real premise. Whoa, what the fuck? Yo. You see that?
nice.
Yo, he hit him square like in the back of the fucking head with that ladder, dog. There's no, like, what the fuck? Cassidy comes up. Now Cassidy and Kip Sabian at the top of the ladder fighting over who's going to grab the chip first. But now Penelope Ford just walks in at the top of the fucking ramp. She's screaming at Kip to fucking...
fight, I guess.
Yeah. Now he's flipping off Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy grabs his middle finger and he's like bending it backwards. And he punches Kip Sabian off. Wow, what the fuck, dude? There just kind of seems like some unnecessary shit happening here. Penelope Ford comes up the ladder now. Tries to attack Orange Cassidy, but he catches both of her arms. And he drops her onto Sabian. Yeah, Contra, did you see how Sabian fell, dude? That was kind of wild. Now Havoc just comes back up.
Nice.
Pulls Orange Cassidy off, chokes him out.
Here comes.
With his neck tie.
Best friends.
What is going on here?
Pandemonium.
They're not even in the smash. Trent and Tucky T are the best friends come in to save Orange Cassidy. What? I don't... This is for a singles title. If you wanted everybody, you could have just had a tag team version of this. Now Luchasaurus comes into the ring to square off against Orange Cassidy. He picks him up like almost like he's about to give him a gigantic choke slam. Orange Cassidy gets out of it.
Oh shit!
Puts
going for his own choke slam attempt
Luchasaurus,
himself.
Yeah.
It's too heavy.
What in the fuck? Marco Stunt comes in with like a 3-foot ladder. Luchasaurus throws Orange Cassidy into him so he can slap him.
Hey, is Marco Stunt like a child or?
No, he's a grown man, but he's just very much built like a child. What is going on here? Now Joey Janela comes in grabbing the tiny ladder that Marco Stunt had. Oh, I thought he was going to climb it because, you know, he probably would need that ladder to climb one of the other ladders. But that's what I'm saying. They should have made a tag team of Joey Janela and fucking Marco Stunt. Like they look like the same person already anyway. Ooh.
Oh, he was still under there too. Nice.
Yeah, he is, huh?
Brian Cage just
Wow.
They just did like a running Death Valley driver from the apron on top of the pile of where Brian Cage was at.
He's just gonna come out like Undertaker style. Yeah, Joey Janela like picks up Orange Cassidy and that's a fireman's carry, right? When you put it behind the thing and like runs off the apron to what's it when you fucking
what was that? The goddamn that was that shit that all the Irish dudes do it. Like Sheamus does it and
good point.
Fit Finlay used to do that shit. So that fireman's carry roll. Oh shit.
Okay. Now it's Scorpion Sky and Frankie Kazarian on the top of the ladder. But every time one of them grabs the chip, now they start fighting each other finally. Luchasaurus comes up, throws that ladder down, they fall off. Luchasaurus picks the ladder back up. Nobody's in the ring. He's free. Oh, never mind. Colt Cabana comes in. Luchasaurus kicks him before he even gets into the ring. He's making sure the ladder's in a good spot. He starts walking up. Brian Cage just pops up out of all the fucking shit they had him piled under. I mean, it's a good strategy. He's a big
nice
fucking
nap,
guy.
you know.
Yeah, he's from Fresno, right?
Damn, wait, yeah, he is either from Fresno. I think he's from the Valley, yeah. So I know he trained at APW, and he didn't used to be that buff. That's a huge dude, though.
Yeah, like one of the last like body guys. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm getting confused with AEW because like they're bringing in like fucking monsters. For sure, Jonas. Yeah, no, I bought it, but yeah, no, I don't blame you. Have a good one, man. Thanks for tuning in for as long as you did. Yeah, if you're happening to tune in right now and don't really understand what we're doing, we're watching the AEW Double or Nothing pay-per-view and kind of just like making our own commentary on top of it. It's like a live reaction video, really. So Brian Cage is in the ring alone. Darby Allin slides into the ring with like no life to him. Cage picks him up. Darby slaps him. Cage. So I've been seeing this conversation a lot in different wrestling groups. The argument between a lariat and a clothesline. And I seen someone say the difference between a lariat and a clothesline is you run into a clothesline, but a lariat runs into you.
I could believe that. That's what I would think too. Like,
and I kind of apply that now anytime I see someone just like fucking, because that was definitely just like a strong ass lariat. Like, if we'll just picked him up and just threw his arm out and just bang.
Yeah, I like that. You run into a clothesline, a lariat runs into you. That makes sense.
Yeah, so now it's just Brian and Darby still in the ring. Taz comes back out to like watch Brian beat the shit out of Darby. What the fuck? Brian Cage had Darby Allin. What the fuck? Brian Cage put a ladder on top of a turnbuckle like bridge style, put Darby Allin on top of the ladder, went underneath the ladder and picked it up gorilla press style, and then threw Darby Allin out of the ring, walks up the ladder, grabs the casino chip. Brian fucking Cage is getting a shot at the AEW World Championship. Wow, Brian Cage just walked in out of nowhere and just instantly gets a fucking shot at whoever's going to be the champion or whoever's going to win between Moxley and Brody Lee. But even then, though, like, this is just a title shot. He could just hang on to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, we don't know how it's going to play out. Dog, I've never seen some shit like that. Oh, and he threw him too, like his head like smacked him.
Jesus Christ.
Where's the video? Yamcha's Ghost. I actually we bought the pay-per-view, so I don't know if there's like a free live stream link somewhere like that. I'm not hip like that. I don't know how to access those things. I usually buy the pay-per-view just because I like to support, and when you buy the pay-per-view off B/R Live, you get to keep it. So I pretty much like, to me, I'm like, whether this company is going to be successful or not successful, I kind of want to have the record of it myself.
Nice.
Whereas, like, I kind of feel guilty having the WWE network because on one hand, they have the whole library of my childhood, so I can run it off back. But on the other hand, I don't really like the idea of supporting the McMahon family just because like they be covering up a lot of shit and they got done some dirty dealings.
Man, but it's just so.
But it's just so hard because
bro.
it's so convenient. So it's like I'm not gonna not have it because it's like there's no way I can really run through it all like quick enough. Like right now, I'm watching World Championship Wrestling. Like I'm in like March 1986. Nice. Where like Road Warriors just came in and shit like that. So this is like the very beginning of their career where the Warlord's there too.
Shit.
So this like my whole thing is like I'm gonna run World Championship Wrestling up to WCW Saturday Night, and then watch the Monday Night Nitro, and then watch
that'll be dope.
Thunder.
I remember watching that shit.
Just watch all of that shit until the fucking end of the shit into the company, and then run the ECW shit.
Yeah, you should do that.
Yeah,
you'll like that for sure. Shit. WCW was tight, dude.
Because even in because I really want to watch the transition. Because in the beginning it was something very different than what it became.
That like mid 90s kind of up until the NWO got totally outrageous. WCW Nitro was tight, dude.
Yeah.
Like, that first hour
83 weeks
was like, they had like the cruiserweights and like the TV title was really kind of highlighted. So you saw the dudes like your Jerichos and your Mysterios and your Booker T's and your shits like that. And then that last hour was kind of like, the old dudes. And
I was running back though the promo of where it's Vince McMahon, Paul Heyman, and Eric Bischoff in the ring at once.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually really true though, where like Heyman was like, who was it that brought Rey Mysterio and Psychosis over first? And then he's like, ECW, not WC. Like, and he's like pointing out all that shit to where like that's why I'm really excited about the ECW shit too, because it's like they sparked what became like the Halloween Havoc, fucking Rey Mysterio, fucking Psychosis match. That is Psychosis.
They
right?
just ran the same matches too. Like if you look at the high spots on those matches, you'd be like, oh, y'all literally did the same thing, but now it's on a better in a better area. You got like a better crowd.
More eyes on it.
Yeah, so
because it's like this is before internet, so it's like you could just run the same run. You can run back the same verses. It's good.
Straight up advantages. Nice. Yeah, ECW was tight. Like, all the best dudes that ended up in the WWF were damn near through. Like, all the best dudes who were under, like, 6 foot came through ECW.
Damn. Yeah, pretty much. Right now, they're just doing, like, a bunch of video packages of what's coming up for tonight. I don't really think there's any other matches that are, like, beyond, like, what they've... Like, they haven't really, there's not really a lot of matches, right? It's just a Stadium Stampede, Mox, Brody, Archer, Cody, and I don't even really know after that. They just had the Casino Ladder match. They're gonna have a women's match.
Yeah,
and Britt Baker's not in it. I was talking shit. Oh yeah, MJF versus Jungle Boy.
Nice.
I was talking shit in a wrestling group forum because they posted like a picture of Britt Baker is injured and she can't wrestle in the match, and I was just like, imagine having an appointment scheduled with your dentist and they have to cancel because they got injured in a wrestling match. Like, and I'm not knocking her, I'm just saying that's just a hilarious predicament to be in, like, from the other end.
Damn.
Like, I couldn't imagine some shit like that.
Like, yeah, hilarious. I know you had this root canal scheduled, but
I tore my ACL fucking doing a high spot.
I just got a concussion getting tossed off a ladder.
Yeah, I got someone unnecessarily power bombed me. So
I got a staph infection because somebody bit my fingers.
Yeah, I went for a moonsault and I just botched it.
I hope her rates are low at least.
Right. Yo, the pairing of MJF and Wardlow is great. I don't know what the fuck is this weird-ass leather shit he's walking in with, though. I don't like that at all. That's, like, the only thing I've not liked about MJF in his presentation to this point. What the fuck is that leather shit about?
That's how you know.
Who the fuck is he? Fucking AJ Styles from 2005?
That's how you get it, dude. That's how you get full obnoxious as soon as you incorporate leather.
Dude, just walk in with your Burberry scarf. What are you doing? You had it right before.
He's gotta, try to reinvent himself.
This is gonna be a great fucking match. Jungle Boy's coming out. It's pretty cool too. If you happen to be watching the stream right now and you were watching the stream earlier on UGWA, you can see what Slash was talking about, because we were watching a Jungle Boy match and he was just like fucking, like, he's still kind of like appears pretty scrawny, but compared to what he was in UGWA, it's like fucking.
He's getting hella bigger. Like,
yeah,
he not even big now, but he's a skinny dude.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I know Ruin Your Days live right now too. Sorry about that. If y'all gotta, I'm not trying to do some WCW fucking Saturday Night Wars here. This just happens to be the same time fucking this pay-per-view's on, and this shit's gonna be on for like 2 hours or something like that. So it's whatever, and that's what we got replays for and shit like that.
Exactly.
If you want to watch some battle rap, click it over to Ava right now. You're gonna hear a whole lot of good battle rap shit. If you want to watch, if you happen to be watching Double or Nothing, and you want to like have a watch party with us, that's what we doing.
Exactly.
And we're just kind of running our mouths a lot, so we're not just like emptily blanking, just like with our mouths open watching this shit. I'm a huge fan of MJF, man. That dude, both of these guys are the fucking future, really.
They're both super young, I believe.
Yeah.
I think, but they're probably like, they're both under
Jungle
25.
Jungle Boy's definitely 22. I know that. And then I think MJF is like, yeah, like somewhere around like 25 or something like that.
Super young.
Super young, but just like he got it too. Like Jungle Boy's like great in the new era style, whereas like MJF doesn't do as much as everybody else, and he just knows how to get himself over really well still.
Yeah, he bumps good. He got himself over with his character, and
he just tells a story.
Yeah.
Like every time I watch his match, it's like, especially since right now I'm watching World Championship Wrestling in the studio and shit. Every time I watch his matches, it looks like one of those old type of matches. He even kind of stole Flair's little fucking like. I'm sure he'll do it at some point during this match.
Like, he don't do hella crazy ass moves or nothing like that either.
He can though.
Yeah.
He can do everything. I've seen him do like a moonsault and shit like that, but he don't just be doing that shit. Like, yeah, he just monkey flipped fucking Jungle Boy. This is like a weird kind of pin because both their shoulders are down, I guess. This is tight though.
Athleticism.
Yeah, I like this chain. Whoa, that was tight. I couldn't even really explain. Like, they had like, they're kind of like, is that Batista right there? No.
Somebody buff over there with Vicky Guerrero.
I'm sure she's not mad.
It's just a buff person.
That fool's just a buff ass dude in suspenders and no shirt on for no reason. It hella look like fucking Dave Batista to me.
Or Rick Steiner.
I doubt it is though.
It looks like it hurts.
Dude, they're doing some crazy shit.
That was tight.
I don't even know how to really explain this to y'all. Like, they're just doing some really intricate chain wrestling to the point, like, and they're like just mirroring each other. Like each one of them has just an answer for each thing that the other one is doing. But now MJF got Jungle Boy in the corner. He's just like laying some chops in on him. Goes for a punch. Jungle Boy reverses out. Throws some chops on MJF. Tosses him into the opposite turnbuckle. Oh shit. MJF floats over, but then
oh no, my knee.
He goes down like he has
knee.
Like he just hurt his knee. Aubrey Ever checks on him. Wait, is this for real? Oh shit, of course not.
Played some possum.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. That was great. He went down and really sold very well. Like, he had a knee injury. They even had like a guy in a face mask pop up, like almost EMT looking like. He checks on him, and then like right before he's about to check on him, MJF pops up and just runs at Jungle Boy while his back is turned and gets the upper hand on him. That was pretty good. No, yeah, I can't live stream. I can't live stream what this is, Be Nasty, because it's a live pay-per-view. So I don't want to fucking get this episode pulled.
Copyright infringements.
Copyright infringements, and it's just like straight like
Illegal.
yeah, trying to broadcast a pay-per-view.
Oh, nice.
So that's what I was saying. This is like a companion. Like we're just shooting the shit. We're talking about whatever comes to mind while we're also watching this.
You could probably find the stream on Reddit. I'm not advocating anything though.
And if you happen to be like retroactively watching this, I wouldn't really know the timestamp. Obviously, you're not going to fucking hear what I'm saying halfway through this episode to be able to figure it out, but I'm sure you can figure it out. You're an adult. I'm pretty sure like we started talking like the moment the shit happened. We're like, oh yeah, this match is happening.
This is true.
Yeah, if you listen to wrestling podcasts, they be doing this shit all the time. Is it cool if I send you a track to upload to the channel? I probably couldn't upload it to the channel, but I could probably run it on an episode of mine as the outros.
He's so polite about it.
Wow. And everything MJF does just like it looks like it makes an impact. Oh wait.
Uh-oh.
Is it technical difficulties on us?
Pulling it down.
It has to be them because we're live streamed up over here. I know, yeah. They got onto us. The pigeons are flying. They seen us. Okay, now here we go. It almost fell. It like dropped out on us a little bit. But that's a good indicator because it's like if we weren't live right now, I'd be like, oh, what the fuck? But like I know that since we're like live here, it's good. I'm like, nah, it's you dirty bastards. My shit's good. That's why I'm the 12-inch North American champion.
Nice. Scaled down.
Yeah, look at this beautiful ass little thing. I got this shit in the span of doing the last episode earlier this afternoon till now. I mean, I didn't, of course, like I bought it like weeks ago, but this is like an actual replica. I tried to get it as like a fucking bracelet, but it's too big. So we're just going to use it as a fucking beer cozy, I guess.
Nice.
Bam. Is that a belt for ants?
It's a big ass ant, man.
Yeah, what is this? A reading center for ants? It needs to be like 2 times as huge. Yeah, MJF got fucking Jungle Boy up in the corner again.
Man, it shows a lot of people there, man. Like
it seems like it's a regular wrestling show, just like the way they're just filming it and shit. And I'm hearing, you're hearing a lot of boos.
They're
you're hearing
making
a lot
enough
of
noise, yeah. It just seems like a quiet ass wrestling show.
Yeah, seems like an indie show almost. Jungle Boy's starting to make a comeback now. MJF was like about to like Irish whip him, but he counters it, throws MJF in the ropes, hit him down. He's nursing like a shoulder. He's nursing his left shoulder. I think he's just like selling a shoulder injury. But he has MJF like kind of just hanging out on the ropes. And keeps just fucking chopping him. Man. He's just chopping the shit out of him right now. Hits the ropes, does like a somersault, like monkey. That's not a monkey. He just like does like this like somersault type thing.
And then a double chop straight to the chest.
Yeah, somersault to a double chop. They take it to the outside. MJF slaps Jungle Boy and just like starts talking shit in the camera.
I don't even know what he said, but he was talking some shit. And he looked like he meant it. Serious.
Pineapple Pete's there with Private Party.
Nice.
I think. No, I don't think that's Private Party. Never mind. No, it's not. I just assumed because they had the cups. Wow. Tope Suicida.
There you go.
I like when fucking... Yeah, that was fucking... that was Andy Williams in the crowd right there. The one with like the almost like that old dude with the monocle looking shit.
Yeah.
That was the Butcher.
But that other dude with him ain't the Blade though, is it?
I don't think so. Maybe not. I don't know. I'd have to like... They would have to like pan right back over there again. Damn, that was pretty good. He sold that really well.
That was tight.
Yeah, MJF is the fucking future, man. Damn.
There's like him. Who else? That dude, Austin Theory is like 22 or something like that.
Yeah, is he good? I haven't really seen his
He's
shit.
dope. I didn't think I was going to like him, but he reminded me of like Randy Orton.
Yeah.
But just not as tall. Like he got that same kind of like natural.
Like you want to fucking
like
fight
you just
him.
want to just punch him in the face.
See, that's a good, yeah. And I like it when it's like dim cats and fucking like they're like athletics too, to where it's like you think they're just a fucking asshole, you want to fucking punch them in the face, but it's like, oh no, they'll actually give you some smoke.
Like Sammy Guevara, that fool's hella dope.
He's hella good. I like him.
He just
a
look
lot.
hella punchable, but he's
dope. Another one. He's like 20 or some shit.
Yeah, he's super young too.
I want to. Has Sammy and Jungle Boy really mixed it up yet? I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure at some point,
Probably
somewhere, maybe not in AEW too much, but I'm sure they have.
Maybe they. Oh yeah, that'd be another great one that they could in AEW. See, I would almost like I said, like I would like it to where they kind of separate their divisions a little more and make it a little more clear cut, because they have like, I'm not really against like them having like small fucking dudes, but it's just like they got small fucking dudes going against like Luchasaurus and shit, and it's like,
yeah, it's not believable at all.
Yeah, to where it's just like, I don't know, like I know a lot of people hate Jim Cornette, but he says like fucking, you know, when you got one giant, or he's like, when he says it's like he's all, if everybody's a giant, you don't have any giants. So it's like, if you are gonna have like all these like big ass fucking dudes, they still need to be in like a heavyweight division then, and there has to be somebody like one above all that's like your main fucking monster. And it's like they kind of keep kind of making everybody seem like monster like, but then it's like, yeah, so you got Brody Lee versus Mox, and it's like Mox is dope, but it's like Brody Lee's like fucking big as fuck.
Yep. He shouldn't beat him though. I would go with Mox, because what has he defended? Really, he defended.
Yeah, he defended versus Jake Hager.
Yeah, but you knew he wasn't gonna beat him.
Yeah. Wow, that was great. But he didn't even sell it. Wow. No, I thought I was gonna do it. Jungle Boy hit him with a Canadian Destroyer. MJF like flips out of it, then super kicks Jungle Boy. Falls on him from like the damage of the Canadian Destroyer. Almost gets the 3, but then Jungle Boy reverses out and gets him in like a
fucking crippler crossface.
There you go.
Ooh.
Whoa! Wow. What is that? What is that called? Called electric chair?
Who does that? Like,
that's almost like what the One Wing Angel is too.
Yeah. I think what's his name does something similar. I think Pentagon does something similar.
Yeah, he does it off the top turnbuckle.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a great super kick. Just did a Frankensteiner on the fucking apron. And MJF is selling it amazingly. He just like goes like,
ooh, savage.
He lands perfectly on his feet, but then he just like falls back like he just died. That's amazing. They should put Pineapple Pete with Private Party. Well, he kind of has like a party sort of vibe himself already anyway.
The 4 Ps.
And it's kind of like nobody's really like a true tag team in this promotion. Like everyone's kind of a part of a faction. And
I like factions too.
I do too. I love it. I love like that's why I'm not even like a lot of people aren't really liking the Dark Order shit, but I like it just for the fact of like you have all these different factions.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just cool in and of itself to me.
I like because it give like your straggler guys something to do. It's like, all right, we're in a faction.
Yeah,
we're doing faction stuff. Like,
I'm attacking this person because I'm being ordered.
Because we all, you know what I mean? Like we all about that life.
Yeah.
So, what are you doing? Like nothing. Where are they? Are they in Florida too? Or are they in Vegas right now?
Florida.
They're in Florida too.
Yeah. Jacksonville.
Okay. Right, because of what, like Tony Khan and shit?
Yeah, they're at Daly's place.
Got it.
That's like their home fucking shit. And it's right next door to the stadium that the Jacksonville Jaguars play in.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So that's where like they're going to have a stadium stampede match. That's going to take place in the stadium of the Jaguars. Damn, this match is going on forever. It's good, though.
Is there like a stipulation or reason for this match? Or they was just like, hey, fuck you.
They just kind of like, hey, fuck you. And then, like, what is he on the go home show? Fucking MJF beat the shit out of Marco Stunt.
Okay.
And that's kind of like all it really takes with the Jurassic Express is like somebody beats the fuck out of Marco Stunt and then like they set up a match
Beef,
with
right?
if they're a small kind of dude, they set them up with fucking Lucha or Jungle Boy, and then if they're big, they set them up with Luchasaurus. Jungle Boy's like really selling a shoulder injury.
Have they got like title shots like Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus or anything like that together?
No. And I think they've done a lot of stuff on Dark.
Mm.
Wow. They're just kind of volleying. Like, one's getting the pin, the other's getting the pin. The one's getting the pin, the other's getting the pin. Just two every time. Now MJF's just like hella just going to town on the shoulder that Jungle Boy keeps selling. Jungle Boy rolls him up, though. Only gets a 2 count. What's this going to take? What?
Did he cheat? Did he have the tights?
Maybe. MJF gets it.
Goddamn roll up never fails, man.
Wow. They just like kept going like different turns for roll up against roll up, and then MJF just finally did the one that like took it. Now he's just like outside of the ring laughing. That was interesting. That was interesting. Yeah, there you go. MJF just beat Jungle Boy. Yeah, it says he's the future of the company. Which, yep.
And MJF, that's just like, those are his real initials, right?
Yeah, I think so.
something like
I don't
that,
know,
or-
like, because he kayfabes, so it's like,
Oh, that's right.
no one really knows too much about him other than, like, he was, like, a little kid on Rosie O'Donnell's show.
It's commercial.
Yeah, they're just playing a package now, building up.
They haven't even showed. Have they showed the Dynamite or TNT title yet?
No.
We don't even know what the belt looked like,
no,
right?
no, yeah. Mike Tyson's going to debut it.
The suspense is killing me.
I like that they paired Jake with him, but like Jake's not really selling Archer. He's just kind of selling Jake.
You're right. When Jake the Snake comes out there, he says all this cool stuff about Jake the Snake, and then you're just like, Archer got a red mohawk braid.
They like, and Cody got a weight belt. He posted on his Instagram. It showed like a picture of Pharaoh versus like a picture of a snake. And then I was like, isn't he the murder hawk? Like, is he the murder snake now? Like, who are you going against? Yeah, I don't know.
Red.
Yeah, this was weird too.
Jake the Snake.
They're re-showing when Jake the Snake laid his snake over Brandy, and then like did like a weird dry hump hover over her. I don't know. That whole show is definitely like symbolizing rape. It was weird.
Mess around with Jake the Snake and you get the Jake the Snake and you get the rape.
Yeah. You get the rapey rape. But seeing like that was stupid too. Like he did, and then like he like runs in on him a week later. It's like your wife's getting like symbolically raped, and you don't run in on them then.
I love how like all of Cody's storylines since AEW started have been super dramatic.
Yeah, no, they've built his shit really well.
Yeah.
Like they built Sean Spears so well, and then now he's like done nothing at all since. To where I'm just like, damn, like you guys really made that guy look like a fucking threat in my eyes.
He got the rub, and then it just went nowhere.
Fizzled. And then now they're kind of like, I don't know. I hope they're not doing the same with Archer. So yeah, that shit was weird. With Arn Anderson and fucking Jake the Snake. Jake like throws the table.
Jake the Snake looked like he smelled like cigarettes.
And Nicorette gum.
Cigarettes and Nicorette gum.
But yeah, because like he's trying to quit with the gum, but he's still smoking anyway.
Sneaks off in the corner.
So he's just like doing way more than he should and not really understanding. Like that's not how that works.
That fool carries snake skin in his pocket.
Oh, here we go. Tyson's walking. Yeah, see, I only think there's only a couple more matches. This is not really a long pay-per-view. Tyson's walking in. Oh, what? Oh,
That's lackluster.
oh, dude. Bro. Tyson just walked in with the TNT title, and it looks like shit. I made a better one on my created wrestler on 2K19, dog.
Facts.
I'll even show you that shit after this.
Like, outside of the tag titles and the main belt, the women's title and this belt aren't really that cool.
No, I don't like the women's title either. This looks like shit. It's like red, but not like a blood red. It's like a crayon red strap. And then it's just a big plate that just straight said TNT on it. In black.
Silver plates.
See, and he's going to do this every time now.
Does he just beat up random people?
It's stupid, dude. He did it once in Japan, and then it just, like, became his thing forever. And it's just, like, it's fucking hokey.
Mike Tyson up here looking confused.
It's like, dude,
What
like,
do I do now?
it's like, what does that do for anything to just, like, run in with a random person and you chokeslam them before the match? Like, we don't know who that person is. Like, why is that impressive? Like, of course you're already a big dude. Like, you should have already, like, it should already be established that you're a dangerous person. Like,
You should have chokeslammed Mike Tyson.
I don't need to watch you chokeslamming interns.
Yep, should have gave it to Mike.
Yo, that belt looks like shit.
It does.
I'm so fucking disappointed already. And then like like I said, I don't know if you watched really the Go Home show, but they just really didn't even like sell this match that much.
I did. I watched the Go. I don't really remember none of it though. I was like, oh, okay, I guess.
Yeah, they just like didn't really nothing to really. They kind of really did nothing to really build anything. Like I'm only really watching this just because like I want to support these guys and I hope like they fucking thrive through this and whatnot. And like I was saying earlier too, like even if I don't agree with like an angle that they're going in, I just like the fact that it's them making their own choices.
Yeah, getting out
for
there,
better
still
or for
putting
worse,
out
because it's like
product.
Yeah, because it's like WWE does a lot of stupid shit, and that goes through one person all the time. To where it's just like I'd rather have a bunch of people taking risk and seeing what works.
Then they have one person continually do dumb shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like look at him right now, this dumb ass belt.
This belt sucks. Yo,
I want to like it though.
I really wanted to also, because I was like they needed a good mid card title, but this is like not even a mid card title though. This is just like
it looks cheap.
Yo, that looks like an indie belt, dude.
It does. It looks like one of them.
I've seen indie belts look better.
Like when they had like World's Greatest Dad or like your beer pong titles.
Oh my god.
Maybe the network made it for him. It's like, here, look, we got the perfect thing.
I wonder if that is really the case too.
It's like, here, deal with it.
That would make a lot of sense. Scotty Nicholas says he prefers Next over AEW. I'm not going to hate you for that.
I do too. I follow NXT more than I follow AEW.
I watch both. I definitely tune into AEW before I watch NXT because I just DVR both. So like usually when I get home from work, I watch AEW right after it airs live so I can skip the commercials. Mm-hmm. And then I usually will watch Next. Like if I have time, I'll watch it right after or I'll just watch it the next night.
Nice.
Next is great. Next is great. Has a really great presentation.
I enjoy it. I like the talent that they always kind of like get to go over there.
Yo, this is just... This is a wet turd. You ain't an original, bro? Nah. I'm not an original, bro. Who do I like the most in Next right now? I mean, I like Finn a lot, but that doesn't really count because he's just there right now. He doesn't really come from there or nothing. I really was liking the stuff they were doing with Aleister Black when he was in NXT. I thought he was like a convincing champion and shit. And I loved it.
That was a great match with him and
Tommaso?
With him and Andrade.
Oh shit, yeah. See, and that's always like there's just drama because
Dijakovic is hella dope too.
Yeah,
Dijakovic's
great.
Keith Lee every time they wrestle.
Keith Lee's
dope.
great. I'm trying to think of someone though that like if there's like somebody I'm like just a true fan of though.
I like Swerve.
I like Velveteen Dream a lot.
Velveteen is dope.
I hope that shit about him is not true. About him sending his fucking dick pics to minors. As he says that Joe Nitro name.
You say it the same. Dijakovic, Dracula.
Dijakovic. Your name is Klaus Limbaugh.
Swerve is dope.
Yeah, Swerve's great. He was great in Impact too.
Yeah, he was dope out here too. Like he came from like the Seattle scene, but he did a lot of stuff with what's his name? Carl Fredericks.
I like a lot of the UK shit too, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I really like I like Pete Dunne.
Yeah, he's cool. I like the Gallus tag team.
Yeah, they're dope.
Cause I seen that like package that they did that one time where they're just like in a pub and they had the titles like on a pool table and it was just like it looked very British gangster and it was just like they're all like these titles, the Gallus, they're gonna remain Gallus. And I was like, okay.
It's like you goddamn right they are.
Yeah, okay, I got you. Yeah, I believe you. And I wasn't even like who they really were that much, and I had to like do a little research, and I was like, okay, I like the presentation of these cats.
That's
great.
like the best way to like when you discover a wrestler, when you just like randomly see him and then you kind of get drawn in the first time. You was like, who the fuck?
Yeah, that's how I like ended up started watching like Cody and the Bucks and shit like that. It's just like because I stopped watching there was like a period like I was telling you even earlier before we were recording like. The last time I was really watching wrestling was like 06 to 08 because of SmackDown versus Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Those games, they got me back into watching wrestling again because we had basic cable, so I was able to watch it like in my room and shit. So I was like watching that shit, but then I stopped again for the longest time for, until like 2017, like pretty much like right before All In happened.
Mm-hmm.
And because I started I started hearing about like Bullet Club and all that shit. So I started like retroactively watching some of that and started just like loosely picking up what the storyline that they were playing out with. Fuck that belt, dude. They had a fucking good opportunity with the belt. You're right. That belt hella looks like just one of them shits where it's like world's greatest dad or
straight
fucking
up
fantasy football fucking champion. I forgot dude name, but he's the current UK champ. He's dope.
Walter
Walter and Imperium. That whole shit's a great presentation.
That's a good squad right there.
Yeah,
I thought they were randomly put together, but it's like, oh whoa, they dope.
Yeah, no, they're great, and I like their whole fucking like it's low key like some Nazi shit, I guess. Like you could kind of like right though, because they even say it's like they hashtag team comp or some shit like that.
I think
he's just Austrian, so it's just like there's a lot of so it's just like it's hard as an American to see and hear some.
It's
Austrian
like Austrian
shit.
And like two German dudes.
All I know
like
is
the other
like,
dude's Italian. You like wait a minute.
I'm just like they need to keep it at the numbers they got. If they get like 2 more people, then I'm gonna question them for some fucking Nazi shit. But I do like their presentation so far because they do that whole little fucking. They appear like
that
they're just like
pose that they do.
It just like looks like some like they're just Olympic strongmen.
Yeah,
it looks like some like they're like classic like 1980 villains. You know, like from
they all wear the same thing. Like they're hella uniform. Anytime you see like uniformity in wrestling, is always cool. Oh, what the fuck?
Absolutely. Yeah, Lance Archer just like walked the ropes with Cody's arm and then did like a fucking backflip over
there
him.
You go. The fuck?
He says, honestly, I haven't watched wrestling since like 2000. That's fair. I be saying it all the time. Like I have like 3 different stages of wrestling in my life. Like I was introduced to wrestling in WCW because my cousins were like Bret Hart fans.
Nice.
So like, and this was the era I think when he jumped over.
Nice.
And because I think he jumped over and then the Sting shit happened.
He jumped over in 90 at the end of 97.
Because I think the Sting shit happened right at the end of 97. Too.
Yeah, where he kind of like disappeared. And yeah, that was the end of 97 where they had Starrcade where he beat Hogan. Because I think Bret Hart was like the referee or some shit like that. And it was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, so okay.
So they culminated like that whole like year long. That was good building though, because it was like, oh my god, Sting went from this weird surfer dude to having long hair and being ostracized, and it was like.
But I just remember like I think like some of the earliest shit that I can remember is WCW when Sting jumped down from the Raptors.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is this? Because I'm like 6 or 7, like I was a young kid, so that shit was like the coolest shit in the world to me. So I was a Sting fan forever because of that. And then I fell out of it like in the early 2000s, like right around like Stone Cold Steve Austin and the Rock days. And then fucking came back in, like I said, like 06-ish, like because of SmackDown versus Raw games. So I got to see like that tail end of that fucking Ruthless Aggression era. And I've got to like retroactively watch a lot of shit now because of the WWE network. Yeah,
I know I stopped. I think I was watching wrestling probably pretty hardcore from like 93 to like 05, and then the stuff between 05 and 09 I like fell out on because I was watching more like TNA and stuff on YouTube.
Oh, see, okay, I was watching.
I used to watch hella like Impact Wrestling and stuff like that. I was like, well, and this stuff is tight
because around the time when I was watching like WWE again, I also was watching TNA because I was like, because I had basic cable, so I'd be flipping channels because the commercials. So I found TNA just because I flipped on the commercial and saw the 6-sided ring.
Yeah.
And then I got to caught like the good years when like it was like fucking roided, perked up fucking Kurt Angle, and fucking Samoa Joe, and like those years. Pretty much
it was like AJ Styles when he started letting his hair grow out,
yeah.
and then like when old boy was doing the Canadian Destroyer.
This is still even short hair AJ before the long hair shit.
Okay, so was he still in the pants or was he like in the little shorts?
No, he was in the shorts.
Okay, yeah, that's the best years of TNA right there.
Yeah. No, exactly. Scotty Nichols says, "Oh, dude named Jordan Devlin." Yeah, I like Jordan Devlin a lot too. He was the cruiserweight champion.
Yeah,
the NXT cruiserweight champion, but he's stuck in Ireland due to the pandemic and whatnot. So now WWE fucking is doing or they already done it, the interim cruiserweight championship tournament.
Hey, Jordan Devlin is a little dude too. Like he's
People,
buff, but he's a little person.
People like hella say he's just like Finn Balor light, but he's not. Like, I mean, he's Irish and he's fucking tiny. He can do like all the shit, but he's way more like a fucking like a little Wolverine. Like he's like
he's more scrappy.
Way more scrappy. Yeah, he's like Finn Balor would be like that pretty boy Irish shit, whereas like Jordan Devlin is like a pikey. Like that motherfucker.
He's still drinking like pints and shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like Jordan Devlin's out fucking getting in fucking pub fights and shit, doing fucking 450 splashes out the bar.
Straight up. Mike Tyson and an ugly belt, man.
Yeah, they got Tyson in the corner wearing the TNT belt.
That belt like as gray as his beard.
Archer's getting the upper hand on Cody. Dog, that belt killed my whole anticipation for this match. Like I can't even help it. Like I'm not even trying to be a hater, but what the fuck, dude? I think you're right. Like it had to have been like the network gave it to them.
They was like, "Look, Cody, we got the perfect belt for you.
And
don't worry."
And honestly, it probably was like super well intentioned. Like they were like, "Oh, like they probably went to the network like, oh, we're gonna do a TNT title for you guys." They're like, "Oh my god, that's such a great idea. Like we'll even do it for you guys. Like that's such a good thank you guys. It'd probably be like some shit like that." And then like they give it to them like yesterday, and they're just like,
"What the?
Are you serious? We're gonna have Mike Tyson walk down the ring with this?" Oh man,
it's fine.
I hope they can get out of it. Like I feel like they're starting to hit like a slump here a little bit.
COVID's hurting them.
Yeah,
like they was building real good momentum. They were coming closer and closer, like to us too. It was,
yeah, the luchadors and like the acrobatic shit they do in AEW is the best for sure because they're just like they're able to like let loose and do what they want, and like they definitely have the upper hand on WWE with the way they've presented the matches during the pandemic era. Like just the way they have like a short amount of staff and shit like that. Whereas like WWE's like, look, there's nobody here, and they were like, that's not what we want. Like you get like if you have wrestlers on hand, you can at least have a couple people.
Yeah,
like,
just keep it real with us. Just
like,
have them be out there,
make it
noise.
look like like fucking Ultimate Fighter style, which is like what AEW has done. So like they've killed it on that. The tournament was a great idea, and like there was great moments in it, but it's just like they didn't really execute it like super well. Which honestly, I don't blame them because they had to like shoot it within like 2 days.
What matches are left? There's the women's title match.
Yeah, there's the women's
Stadium
match,
Stampede,
and
Brody Mox.
Yeah, and I think that's it.
That's right, because Stadium Stampede has the tag team champs in it.
So it's like I'm almost thinking that's where the Revolt or the Revival is gonna come out.
Maybe,
like,
yeah.
The Elite are probably gonna get the upper hand over the Inner Circle, and then
you said they had pre-show matches too, right?
No, yeah, they already ran those.
So that was probably like Statlander and whatever.
It was. I can't remember what the well, because like I was trying to tune in at like it said like starts at like 4 or whatever, and then I tuned at 4, and then it was like starts at 4:30. I tuned at 4:30, and then my laptop was like, nah, you got to restart your computer, son. I had to restart the computer, and then I came back on, and it was just like 4 or 5 minutes into like Trent versus somebody. It was like Trent and Chucky T versus somebody. Scotty says, how do you feel about the cinematic style WWE went with like the Taker Styles and the Cena Fiend matches? So I didn't see the Cena Fiend. I kind of liked the Taker Styles. I wasn't really hating it. Like, I thought it was a good substitute because it was like the best way they could have made something seem big considering the circumstances. Because that was like the whole thing is like, they couldn't just do Taker Styles in a empty arena match or whatever because there's just no like ceremonious thing to that. So it's like I wasn't really hating on it, and if anything, it kind of highlighted to me. It's like just let Taker go off and do action movies. Like a lot of people have been saying that since too. Like that's not like I'm not like trying to. That's not my idea or nothing. Like I'm just like regurgitating that because it's like he did really well in that shit, and he was very convincing of like a. Like you could put him in like some old school Western because he's pretty much been like he's been an old school Western Undertaker this whole time. Or you can use him as like a biker type dude, like shit. Yeah, it was tight. I didn't see the Cena Fiend match.
That one was tight. Like it wasn't even really a match. It was more just like a story being told, or like kind of like a parody of different like eras and shit. So it was tight.
And it's like I'm not really upset at it because it's like I guess it falls in line with like the weird multi-dimensional thing, whatever the creature of the Fiend is. I can't put it on paper. Explain.
Yeah, like not all those cinematic matches are dope though. That Johnny Gargano and Ciampa
I didn't see that.
It was garbage.
I didn't see Edge versus Randy Orton either.
That one was they just kind of fought all over the building. It wasn't even really cinematic. They were just in there fighting. It was kind of like when when Booker T and Stone Cold fought in the grocery store. Like they was just kind of doing that in the headquarters.
But you weren't as hyped on it because fucking.
It wasn't nobody else there. It's like, all right, why is y'all even doing this? And it was like 37 minutes, so it was like, dude, what the how much more of this building is you guys gonna fuck up?
Jake the Snake is interrupting Cody and Archer now. Cody almost like makes his way towards Jake, but then Archer.
They might as well put that ugly ass belt on Cody so he could use his boss power to get a better one.
Yeah, that belt looks stupid. I bet you, like, if we check Twitter right now, like, they're probably tearing that shit to shreds.
Furious.
I'm furious. I'm just not, like, going to waste the energy on, like, this is stupid. But it's stupid. Archer just lands a spine buster on Cody.
He's looking at Arn Anderson like, that's a spine buster, ho.
Arn got the best spine buster ever, though.
Definitely.
I was seeing a wrestler that I had on my friends list was arguing. He was like, Ron Simmons got the best spine buster. Don't at me. And I was just nah, dog. Like, he had a good one, and it's cool, but it's not like when I think of the spine buster, I think of Arn and I think of Batista.
Nice.
Because, like, Arn and even Batista, like, they had like that swing to it. Like, Arn got just like that little, like, he boom, and he does like that little half step to where, like, it makes it look just fucking.
Arn Anderson for sure got the best spine buster.
Yeah, it just makes it look impactful. Hey, you have a good weekend, Scotty.
All right, homie.
We just gonna keep watching this pay-per-view. I think there's like 3 more matches left. I'm just waiting for something to happen because Jesus Christ, that fucking belt. What's funny too is like if I show you my belt that I made on WWE 2K19, it's not really far off from what, like, the idea of what that belt is. Because I just took a TNT logo and put it in the center, but I did like some shit like kind of bordering it, so it's not just like. And then like, I don't know, my shit was better. Y'all should AEW you should have hired me to make your fucking TNT belt. I had your vision in mind already, son.
I think somebody has like a dope Dynamite or TNT title around here. I think it's Goldmine. I think they out of Pacifica. Like they have a dope like Dynamite type of title or something like that.
Huh. And I like the idea of whatever. I'm just wondering what the Cody just landed a crossroads on Archer, and Archer sold it like a fucking bag of turds. They just like rolled over. And then
Mike Tyson ain't even paying attention.
Yeah, he's just like sitting there cheering whenever the fucking camera goes on him. Yeah, and then he fucking what is he doing?
Oh, he stinger splashed that
Wow,
fool.
he just stinger splashed him. Damn, and you know what? I keep seeing people try to say like, oh, Sting was released by WWE, so he's going to pop up in AEW. I'm like, why would he do that?
Ain't nobody trying to see Sting. Oh, that's
I don't want to see Sting hurt himself, dog.
straight up.
But not, and like, I like it because like Cody kind of got the 91 Surfer Sting look to him.
You know what? You're right. He do. If he was to throw on the face paint, he'd be like Sting Jr.
Which, I mean, even Stardust, like.
You know what? That is kind of, yeah. He was like a glittery white face thing.
I can't remember what I was saying before the stinger splash. I was complaining about something, though, but so who cares?
Fucked your head up.
Fuck that belt. That's the main point. Fuck this belt. Man, there's just like everybody's booing right now because Archer's getting the upper hand. Jake just like keeps walking up to the ring every chance he gets. Arn just like stays seated in his chair. I'm thinking Arn's gonna land a spine buster on Jake at some point. Because they did a promo on the Go Home show today. Oh, what? Oh, my God. Jake goes up to the apron, so the ref doesn't trust it. So because he doesn't trust it, he goes and tells Jake to get off the apron. Archer's on top of the turnbuckle. Arn Anderson pops up and fucking hits Archer and lets Cody have the upper hand.
Ooh.
Wow, that was kind of almost sloppy.
It was.
But Archer's big as fuck, though.
He is. Like, bravo to that.
And see, and I was listening on one of these wrestling podcasts I was listening to. Someone made the comment of like, Cody's always doing unnecessary shit. He's such a good, charismatic person that he doesn't have to do a lot of the moves that he's trying to do.
Like the moonsault off the cage and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. That's one of the... Oh, they just threw Arn out. They just asked fucking... Everyone complained to the ref about like, hey, when you were distracted by fucking Jake.
Oh, they're throwing out Jake the Snake too.
Yeah, they're throwing to both the managers. Oh, another ref came out from the back and he
Yep.
made like an official call. Like,
He came out and ratted.
you know what? I don't have a problem with that too because I always thought that was weird with like wrestling when like shit like that happens and then it's like, oh well, we all just got to accept that this fool hella cheated in front of us because the ref didn't see it. And it's like, but we all saw it.
Like, you don't want to believe the crowd telling you what's going on.
It's like even NFL has like they challenge plays.
That would be dope in wrestling. Like, if you get a manager's a chance.
I mean,
like
that's
challenge.
kind of what happened though, right? Like another ref just comes from the back, like nope. But now Jake's coming back out with a snake. So apparently, him being barred from the ring means nothing. So now he's coming out with the snake. Tyson pops up, takes his shirt off. Yeah,
Oddly muscular for 53 years old.
yeah, fairly great shape, especially for 53. They just made the comment that Tyson has bigger pythons than what Jake has in his bag. So that's a bar. Tyson's flexing. But Archer still has the upper hand on Cody, so none of this really makes any sense. I don't know what the fuck is going on here.
This fool's gonna get that fool crossroads. That's what the fuck.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Archer is about to give him, I forget what he calls it, but it's pretty much like it's like he picks him up. Yeah, it's weird. He picks him up in like this weird power bomb. Cody wins.
Razor's Edge kind of thing.
Yeah, Cody reverses, gets the crossroads, and Cody is now the winner of the ugliest looking wrestling belt I've seen in a good minute.
Facts.
This is as ugly as the 24 championship. It's as disappointing as the new Intercontinental redesign. It's Brad. That belt is bullshit, dog.
They might as well put it on Cody. I'd be pretty mad if I was Lance Archer winning that, like, for my first title.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't really think Cody deserved this because
Hey, look, man, he started the company.
Well, no, he deserves it, because he deserves credit for everything that he does for sure. But I mean, I just meant like, what does this title mean? What is it like? Is it a TV title? Are you gonna have matches that have like time limit draws?
That's what they should do with it. Like they should only defend it on TV.
If is it a mid card? Well, I mean, like all their shows are only on TV.
Yeah, true.
It's like the thing.
There's no difference.
The thing when the WWE is like when you used to have a title, like, or WCW is like when you had a TV title. It was like, yeah, that was only defended on our TV tapings. Whereas like in our house shows, you could still have like main titles be switch hands. To whereas like, yeah, but all their shows are always on TV. So what does a TV title really mean if you're not gonna like what extra stipulations? What's the difference between this title and your main title?
True.
Especially now if Cody wins this one. If Cody is winning this title, but he's like one of your main top stars, then what's the point of like Mox having the other title too?
I know the idea is probably like, all right, look, we could put this title on Cody since he's like one of the owners and top guys, so that elevates the title. But it's ugly. And
we're talking to a medical personnel about Britt Baker. She has a ligament tear in her knee from like a super unnecessary spot because Nyla Rose weighs like 400 fucking pounds. Oh, this is maybe fake actually. You know what? She's probably not injured because like right now the staff said honestly the patient's probably worse than the injury.
So funny.
So they're probably just selling it because like everyone was really concerned about that with the Go Home show. Like they were saying on Twitter like, damn, did she like break her leg or something? So maybe she didn't, but because they were like everyone's so concerned they can just run off with it. It's pretty good if that's the case. And then that way she can just take a break from this. If she is, maybe she does like have some pain with it, but like it's probably like it's not like broke or anything. So we just had like kind of a weird title match for an ugly title, and now Penelope Ford's coming in for the women's match. Kip Sabian's walking her to the ring, even though he's like I guess he has like 2 broken legs or something, but he's walking on both of them. This is weird, dude. These people need a booker, man. Like I said, like I do appreciate that they're doing their own thing, but at the same time, like
it lacks cohesion.
Maybe not even like one overall person, maybe like a committee, but it needs something. There needs to be something that's just like, no, we need to do this, this, and this. Like there's just like they're starting to lose their grip on consistency.
Yeah, you're right.
Chris Statlander. CBA, I don't know what this match is, like a triple threat or it's like a fatal 4-way again.
It might just be them two against each other.
So then this might be like for like number 1 contendership then.
Maybe.
Kind of do like Penelope Ford though. I like Chris Statlander though too, but she be just like, oh no, she don't really seem like she be just like she'd be like just throwing motherfuckers around and shit sometimes, where it's just like Jesus Christ, like you know like these people hurt, right? But Statlander thick. For sure.
Facts.
Okay, yeah. So it's just Statlander versus Penelope Ford, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, for the number 1 contendership.
So then there's still the women's title match.
Yeah, I think it's okay. Yeah, so it's Nyla Rose versus Shida. Not to sound sexist, but they should have put that before the Cody versus Archer.
Agreed.
But then again, they can't because they already have the Brody Mox, so you don't want to put two titles like that. It's too close to each other. Especially when it's not even clear what the fucking TNT title is or for. Because that's what I was just saying. Like, it's like if it's a mid-card title, then it's just like, so is Cody a mid-card guy? Does the heavyweight title mean really nothing?
Cody can't go for that. Like, can't go for that one though, right? Like,
yeah, because that was one of the stipulations. But it's just like, so what is this? This is just a second heavyweight title, but Cody can have it.
You can't have it go when you can have the silver one though.
Yeah, you got this piece of shit one. You can have the Snickle Fritz. It's a fucking Snickle Fritz of belts. Shit looks like shit. This Bots belt look better than that fucking belt.
Facts.
Fucking raggedy ass bitches. Penelope Ford's kind of hot, but she just got no booty.
She reminds me of Maurice.
Yeah. She's good at her. She's a good wrestler though. She like her Karanas are fucking great.
Nice.
She throws them out like pretty much every time she fucking wrestles. Or anytime she interferes with like a fucking men's single. She's always, it's funny because she's like always saving Kip. Like in her women's role, like in her women's matches, she's like a formidable force. But then like her fucking husband, Kip Sabian, is like a swarmy fucking pussy. And she's always saving him.
That's tight.
So it's an interesting dynamic that they have. Because we all know that there's them fucking out there.
Facts.
Like there's those fucking relationships where like the woman fucking controls everything. Which, hey, if you're happy, you're happy. I'm not saying nothing. Yeah, so this might be a 3-hour pay-per-view. So that is the case. This is going to be like, that must be their WrestleMania, right?
I mean, I get, are there pay-per-view, Dynamite is 2 hours, right?
So yeah, maybe that's what it is. It's like, all right, we're just going to do an extra hour and then that's a pay-per-view. And it's like, you could have did 2 hours. Yeah, I just feel like they just don't have no real defined storylines anymore. Like, I feel like when they started off, they were having like some real, what's up, Lux?
What's happening, boy?
I feel like when they started off, though, they had like some real super defined storylines. We knew what was like happening next and shit. And then now it's just like if you look at this like shit from last year to now, it's like, what? Like last year we started with fucking
what up, boy?
Hangman Page feuding with Chris Jericho to be the first champion. Kenny Omega still was like a formidable force. Fucking Sean Spears looked like $1 million.
Facts.
Like he looked like he was about to like really do some damage and like have like a long-standing feud with Cody. Fucking MJF, like we knew he was gonna turn on Cody at some point, and then like I don't know, their feuds kind of like died. It's like I don't know, like Cody has been starting all these weird different feuds, but then like dying them down to I guess like starting them back up again or something.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
It's weird. I don't get it. I don't know, but like yeah, it seems. I don't know if it's just COVID that kind of threw him in that direction, but yeah, it seemed like you just kind of get matches and you're just like, all right.
Yeah. I don't think I feel like that would have been the plan regardless, like even without COVID, because it's like I think they signed Lance like right before the COVID. So it's like I feel like this still would have been kind of the plan anyway. Like and then it's like yeah, like they still like took Cody off of Shawn for a good while, cuz like who was it after Shawn? It was like he was kind of beefing with Darby and then he was kind of beefing with someone else too. I can't even remember now, because he had a big match at Revolution.
I don't even remember, but
Yeah, see?
I don't even.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you could be having, like you have, like, all these sparks for these feuds. You could be, like, really turning them, like, long-standing. There's hella glitter on the ring.
Shit's glitter everywhere, looking like a strip club.
Wow. That was great. Chris Statlander's kind of just kicking the shit out of Penelope Ford right now.
That was tight.
Yeah, I'm just kind of wondering now, too, like, who's going to be the... Like, there has to be another big surprise, like, sign or something. Or, like, someone, like, a surprise turn-up or something.
I think you got it with the Revolt, man. That's the only one that really makes sense.
Right? Because it's like, Brian Cage just didn't really feel like... That was, like, really great, and I was happy to see, but I just feel like they didn't, like, hella build that up or nothing. Like,
yeah.
Even though they haven't really built... Like, they kind of have been building up the Revolt, though. Because it's like, even on Being the Elite, the Bucks had, like, a little segment where, like, he was making his kids toast, and then the toast said FTR. To where it's just like, I don't know. They've always done fun little things where they tease stuff with people that never really happened. But, like, I don't know. It just seems like for your big show... I don't know. I feel like if Brian Cage was going to be the only one they would have had, they would have done it a little bit bigger.
Yeah, like either save it for later in the night or...
But then again, it's like they started with their casino ladder match, so it's like it's still a big deal for him to enter out of nowhere.
True.
Because I didn't see that coming at all. They were just like, oh, and we have a guest entrant, and I just thought it was going to be somebody like already on the roster, and there was just going to be like some weird like, oh, we pulled the Joker card and whatever, and fucking it's this person. But it's like that's kind of what they did, but just with Brian Cage, it was like, all right, cool, tight.
True. And I guess they miss out because they ain't got no like audience to really get that pop.
It's kind of hard to really like show like the magnitude of a debut, I guess. Chris Statlander just picks up the win. Yeah, who's this big motherfucker just in the suspenders next to Vicky Guerrero?
I don't know. I still don't know who this is. I still don't know.
Mm-hmm. Kip Sabian is just like yelling at Penelope Ford while she's laying on the ground, and he's just like smacking his crutches on the ring like they're his hands. Yeah, sorry, I'm here for the chili. I can't. We're watching the Double or Nothing pay-per-view, so I can't live stream that because of copyright reasons and whatnot. This is more of just like a watch along. So if you happen to like pick up the pay-per-view, like tomorrow or later on or some shit like that, you want to listen to what we had to say about the matches and all that good stuff, click on this and. Yeah, it's kind of like when like Rogan do them fighter companions.
Maybe there's just more matches than we thought.
Oh yeah, Shawn Spears versus Dustin Rhodes. Maybe there is more matches, I guess.
I was under the impression that Archer killed Rhodes. Like,
yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't realize that there was going to be a match between these two. Okay. I guess that's next. Yeah. Okay, so that's happening.
Is Spears still hanging out with Tully Blanchard?
I think so, but he hasn't popped up with them at all in a long time. And see, and then now Shawn's doing this weird like news anchor gimmick. I mean, he's still the chairman from what he did to Cody, but like I don't know if you saw, on the Go Home show, he had this segment where it was the Shawn Spears news, and it's just weird because it's just like he did good in it. But it's just like it made no sense. It's like, what is this like for? Like, you're not like promoting a fight or nothing. Like, you're just like kind of shitting on everybody. which is like that's great too. But then it's like, well, why are you in like this news studio then? Like, there's just no like they just do things.
Maybe he was like the chairman / anchor man.
They just be doing things. There was no real explanation to shit.
Now I know what everybody's thinking.
Cutting a promo.
That boy looks good in the suit, am I right? Are you thinking that, Jared? Well, no. I told you that all mediocre careers must come to an end. I'm here, live. But where is Dustin Rhodes?
Oh yeah, so yeah, he's in a suit, so clearly this match ain't happening, right?
Washing his tights.
No, I guess not. Okay. He's talking shit on Dustin, but Dustin now just was about to walk in. No way they're having a match though. Fucking Shawn Spears is just like dressed in a suit, standing in the ring.
He's playing mind games with Spears. But where is Dustin?
He's gonna come from the back. I just Tony Schiavone was like, I don't get this. Yeah, neither do I, Tony. And you work there.
Or was it Spears? I'm sorry. I couldn't help it.
Okay, I guess this was Spears.
For it all the time. It worked.
Talking that shit.
Spears purposely had them play, but like, well, how does so? What is he like cool with the production crew or something? And he like slipped them some money or something?
20 piece.
Ring the bell. Start the match. Start the count, please. This is an official match on the card. Do your job.
He's yelling at Aubrey
Count.
to ring the bell and just count Dustin out. Aubrey's like, he's not here. He's just like, I don't care. It's an official match. Count him out. Apparently they're gonna count him out, and somehow I bet he's gonna just pop up.
No. One time, idiots. You play it one time. Hey. You're supposed to play it once.
Whoa.
Brandy. She is so determined just to be so much a part of this show. Or all the shows.
Like without wrestling.
Yeah. Oh, that was stupid. Dustin, they play Dustin's music again. Brandy comes out. Sean's distracted by looking at Brandy, and then Dustin just walks up behind Sean, and we don't see it because he walks up from behind the frame of the camera. And now he's like taking Sean's clothes off to like make him ready for a wrestling match. So now Sean's just having a match with Dustin in a button-up shirt and slacks and like wingtips. Not wingtips, but dress shoes. This is weird.
Like interview shoes.
This is weird. So I guess Sean was just like too cocky, didn't expect a match. Now Dustin's just kicking the shit out of him. Probably gonna get the 1, 2, 3, and now they're gonna have beef. Cause why not? That's the problem with too much of their shit. It's like we're doing this because why not?
That's kind of like.
I mean, fair enough. To be fair though, that's why I pretty much have gone live every day.
Because why not?
It's because why not? Why are you watching along a pay-per-view that people can't see? Because why not? Because you guys should be watching this too to see how terrible it is so you can watch us complain about it.
I feel like they got a lot of matches to try to squeeze in that last hour.
Yeah. It's like a battle rap event. They did like 2 or 3, and then it's just like a big long turd of a break, and then now they're just gonna like run through
A hella battles in the last hour.
fucking, yeah. But this probably can't be much longer though, right? He's only in slacks and no shoes.
Yeah, no, they're probably
Oh,
in
now he
this
just
in the next 5.
now he just stripped his pants off him too.
Suspect
This is weird. Shawn Spears is just in his underwear.
threw his pants in the crowd, or what constitutes of a crowd.
What is this for?
Sus.
He just pulled his underwear down and now he's like spanking his ass. See, even if this was not copyrighted, I still couldn't play this now. Just because it... Whoa!
Now it's questionable.
Yo, his fucking dog. Yo. Dog.
Nah, that's not him.
No, it is. Dog.
Nah.
Dog.
Nah.
Dog.
Nah.
Dog.
Nah, that's not his meat, bro.
It is,
It's
dog.
not.
It is, dog.
It's not.
It flopped around, dog.
What's that? What they call that? The when the dog's out, the red rocket.
I don't know if it's me, but it's definitely his nuggets. This fool's nuggets are out of his boxers, bro.
Nah, bro.
This fool's like almost halfway naked, dog. What the fuck are they doing?
Suspect. This is like some of that hard to defend.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, it's a picture of what Tully
Okay,
Blanchard.
never mind. It's a picture of Tully Blanchard right on the dick of his underwear.
Suspect.
Okay, that's at least it's that though. I thought his bag was hanging out, dude.
All right, come on, let's go home with this one.
Yeah, yo, I don't. What is happening? This is like watching Impact right now, dude. I'm so just like, oh, I love this place too. Like, I want them to do better than this.
You watch Impact?
Yeah, I've been watching some of it.
I do too.
Like, they losing me at some point, so with like that Rosemary type shit. I'm just like, yo,
I can't never watch a whole episode, but I
Yeah.
try to like tune in, like, hey,
I'll
what y'all
tune-
doing this week?
they'll be doing certain shit though, to where it's like, okay, I'll catch it. Yeah, Chris Bay had a good triple threat match.
Nice, yeah.
You know, like little shit like that. I'll catch that, and it's like I DVR the episodes just in case shit like that happens. Cause it's like I follow all that shit on social media, so then I'll be like, I'll hear about certain shit. And I'm like,
So
okay,
then, you could
yeah.
just go back
Later
and
on,
watch it.
I'll go and watch
Yeah.
that, and I don't have to watch like whenever they get stupid. Okay, so we did that. Dustin Rhodes got the 1, 2, 3 out there fucking stripping Shawn Spears naked.
You know,
Say that 3 times fast. Stripping Shawn Spears naked.
stripping Shawn Spears naked. Goddamn, Dustin Rhodes been suspect for years though, man.
And then I'm just confused because it's like he always complained about the Goldust character, and then now he's out of the WWE and he's still kind of doing Goldust.
It's like Deadpool Goldust.
He's like still getting like heat the way Goldust would. And I'm just like, dude, like that's kind of what I don't understand about a lot of people. Like it seems like they kind of like they get out of WWE and then they still kind of do something to where it's just like this isn't that great. Like I can see why the WWE wasn't really fucking with it. Like fucking the Matt Hardy shit has been just like.
This one's been a miss. Like it was kind of cool because it was awkward, and like when he did it in Impact, it was like, okay, this is original. Man.
Yeah,
But then like
yeah, no, the Impact shit was cool because it was
yeah,
original.
it's
And then
like, okay, but
the
then
WWE was like, I expected it because it's like, all right, he got this over elsewhere, so you guys are just gonna ride this out. But they caged it. And then now it's just like, oh, you're fucking getting thrown into freezers, and then you're popping out as Matt Hardy, or it's like, dude, what the fuck? Dude?
now it's over the top.
Because I'm just like, you have a good story already, being just an aging Matt Hardy, like, and you're good. Like you've been in this business for so long that you could cut good promos by just being yourself. Like I'm not mad that you're a fan of all, like, because he said like he was just like. He was a fan of like all the True Blood type shit. And he wanted to like make a wrestling character about it. It's like, hey,
Okay.
I'm not mad. I get it. Like, and you got it over. But it's like, dude, at this point, like, it's like how we were saying earlier about with comedy, where it's like certain like the good comics still go to places that's not like their crowd or their bubble, so they can understand if like something still works like to the average person, where they're not like, because like at a certain point, like you just play to your fan base. And then your fans are just going to accept whatever you're doing just because they're a fan of yours.
Right, yeah.
To where I'm just like, dude, what are we doing? Like, we can't just be doing shit, Like, right now they're doing a package of, like, Nyla Rose as the women's champion. So I'm guessing they're going to have the Sheeta versus Nyla match.
Yeah.
I'm already predicting that they're going to give it to Nyla. And I'm just like, I wish it was Sheeta. I'm not a fan of Nyla.
I'm not either. It's either they should have went with Nyla as the champ originally, or
I'm just not a fan of how they did this whole women's division in general. Like, Riho is fucking like 30 pounds, and she's your first champion. That's stupid.
Yeah, that's a child.
Like, Sheeta's been my favorite one this entire time.
Nice.
Because she seems like the most legitimate, like, this person's just a pro wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're just doing a package on Sheeta and Nyla. It's probably going to be lackluster, though. Because Sheeta's going to do, like, probably a lot of technical shit, and then Nyla's just going to do a lot of fucking big fucking person shit. And I just think they're going to let... I think they're going to let Nyla win just to, like, have a heel champ for a while.
You're right. Because you can't have all face champs.
But I don't know, though, because, like... Britt Baker's a better star, so it's like it would make sense if Sheeta picks up the win and then
feuds with Baker.
Yeah, because her and Sheeta and Baker's already had some good matches.
True.
And then Britt Baker broke her nose open with Sheeta, so like since that match happened, they could pivot. And since there's already that feud there, then it's like, all right, you position Baker now to be the heel champion that takes it from Sheeta and keeps it away from Sheeta. Because I'd rather see, if you're going to do a heel champ, I'd rather it be a Britt, because she's just better at being a bitch.
Yeah, she plays the role better.
Nyla got go-home heat with me. Like, I'm just not, I don't want to see you do anything. I don't want to see your in-ring work. I don't want to see you like, cut a promo. Like, I don't even really hate you. I just don't want to see it. Like, you're just annoying to me.
I feel that. I'm not sold. I wasn't a big fan of Riho either. Just because I thought that it was like beating up on a little kid.
Yeah, and like especially with Nyla, like she's Nyla's sitting there fucking powerbombing fucking Riho. I'm just like, yo,
on, dog.
Like, I don't really hate like, you know, I don't even hate like on intergender matches or anything like that. But at a certain level, when you have someone that weighs so much, doing a move like that to someone that weighs so little, like I don't care what the situation is, that's just fucked up. And it's like we haven't seen Riho since. Well, I mean, of course, right now because of the fucking pandemic and all that, but even before that, like, we didn't really see her, like, defend the belt or anything a lot. Like, and then the first time I think she goes to do it, like, she loses. It's the first or second. Or no, I think it's the second time.
Yeah.
I think she had one good defense. Sheila is coming out to the ring right now. Ah.
Is that what he's talking? Is this a no disqualification match?
Is that what he just said?
I thought so.
Oh my God.
Is he referring to this match or?
I think so, probably, because I can't really remember her being in a non-disqualification before this. But why would this be a non-disqualification? Cause why not, right? Oh, she got a new outfit. All right, hey, I like her.
Dressed up like that chick from Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, I like her a lot.
Carl Sheet is dope.
This is gonna be weird. This giant woman walking out with such this title. Yeah, because I think it's no disqualification because they're doing a really terrible storyline of Nyla stole Sheeta's kendo stick from her. Because, like, on the Go Home episode, she's like, Sheeta's trying to cut a promo, and then Nyla just comes in out of nowhere, and she hits her with a kendo stick. She's like, I found your kendo stick, bitch! I'm like, oh, God. And she just, like, laughs annoyingly. And it's weird because she's doing this, like, it's like she knows everyone hates her, so she's, like, doubling down. But she don't know how to do it in a way that, like, makes me, like, intrigued. She's just doing it in a way that's, like, makes me annoyed.
Damn.
Like, I just don't want to see you. Because, like, there's a way, like, it's like Britt Baker. Like, she was trying to be a face, and everyone hated her. So then she embraced the heel shit. It just became a bitch. But she's doing it in a way that makes me intrigued. Like, I want to see her do it. Oh, Jesus. A 60-minute time limit? They better not even go remotely that far. Like, I'm not even just going to do it. We're already 2 hours deep. And we still have the fucking Stadium Stampede match.
That's right.
That's going to take forever, too.
So let's see. What is this? 706? I mean, if there's like 3 matches left, they might be able to pull it off without, trying to cram nothing in.
I'm going to look up just fucking what's the runtime supposed to be. Expected to last anywhere from 3+ hours. Great. I have to look up on Twitter, though, what some of these people...
The belt comments?
They have to be shitting on this belt. Like, there's no way they're not. Damn, people already made GIFs of Sheeta's entrance. Like, how are people that fucking fast, dude?
That shit's pro, bro.
I'm trying to still just... I want to see... They have to be shitting on this fucking... I'm seeing just like a lot of memes of Tyson. When my girlfriend won't buy me a PS5, but I bought her McDonald's last week. And it's a picture of Tyson. Oh, yeah, they're shitting on the Sean Spears shit. Because they're just like, what the fuck? Oh, wow. Somebody did the Spider-Man meme with the Raw Tag Team Championships.
Nice.
And the TNT title. Yeah, that's pretty on point. I need to... Yeah, no one's actually really saying nothing about... Oh, never mind. There we go.
Shit.
Looks like someone's saying it looks like the McDonald's title.
Telling you. It's that world's greatest dad.
Dude, that shit looks stupid.
Beer pong league champ.
Yeah, that just... I don't know, dude. That shit distracted me from that whole match.
I thought they was going to, like, do the match and unveil it at the end. I don't know what would have been worse.
I know, it's still pretty bad. Because then it's like they would have done that whole shit, and it's like, oh, that's what it was for?
Y'all was doing all that for this?
Huh. Interesting. Yeah, people are just like, I don't ever want to hear people say the WWE Championship is hideous again. Wait, someone's saying that they said it's not like completed yet. What? Why would that be the case? Yeah, they're quick, man. Fuck. Yeah, because I'm just like, dude, that shit is just... It's not the bit... Oh, shit. Nyla just threw fucking Sheila through a table.
A blackjack table or a craps table. Shit had chips. And
I think it's just a regular table, but... No, yeah, it was an actual fucking gaming table. Jesus. That's funny, too, because the Slash of Ugwa was here beforehand, and he was saying, oh, what's up, Logan? Sorry, I haven't been tuning in the chat as much because we've been live streaming for so long that, like, people are tuning in and out, so it's like the chat's not just, like, hella, like, been
oh, shit,
going off, so... But what's up? We watching the Double or Nothing pay-per-view. We can't put it on the screen, but we're just, like, talking over it.
That'd be illegal.
Yeah, doing our thing. But what was I saying before that? I don't even remember. Fuck it. whatever. We're watching. Oh, the cat from Ugly was saying how like they're running out of tables, like because they don't really make those like good breakaway style tables. He's like, because they make tables that last now. He's like, so now, but now that I just seen her throw her to a fucking card table, I'd be like, oh hey, maybe you can start throwing motherfuckers to card tables.
Hey man, take what you can get.
Maybe that's the answer.
Card tables and sheets.
Yeah, man. Gotta take them where you can get them, boy. Yeah, I'm trying to see fucking. Somebody just put Cody Rhodes is 3 bad life decisions away from being Pete Davidson.
Shit.
For sure, man. You have a good night, Logan. Thanks for tuning in.
All right, dude. Yeah, I guess the belt actually isn't finished, dog. I keep seeing some stuff where they're saying like, oh yeah, no, this ain't completed yet. Like, what? Why would you even?
You've had like a month to work on this. So like that probably is the case. They probably went to some world's greatest dads bullshit just to fucking tie it over until
interim.
Are you serious, dude?
Check Reddit.
I see some people just kind of being like, "Oh, this show's so amazing." I'm like, "Nah, dude. Don't get me wrong. Like, I like what AEW. I like the freedom that AEW has over WWE and all, but this ain't really the biz, bro."
They're trying. I appreciate the effort.
I hella appreciate the effort, but last year's Double or Nothing fucking shits on this, dude. Especially because last year's Double or Nothing is when Mox popped out.
True.
And fucking Paradigm shipped Kenny on the fucking casino chip. Like, he made a moment. That's what I'm waiting for with this shit. It's probably going to be another one of those moments. Because that happened right after the last match. And he came out. So that's what I'm thinking, because the Stadium Stampede match is the last match. So it's probably going to be like they win and instantly the fucking Revival come through.
Yeah, they. I mean, if that'd be probably the best time to do it, like right after the match. But would they would attack the winners, or you think they would immediately kind of go for Kenny and Hangman?
I think they'll go for the Bucks.
Right. They would have to like tear through them to get to the tag titles if that's the plan.
Yeah, because like they're already like before all this, they were kind of establishing that storyline between the Bucks and Hangman and Kenny as far as like. Oh, you know, like we're your friends, but we're the fucking champs, and it's like you still need to like, you know, you still have to come through us if you really want to be the best kind of shit. And then like they kind of didn't really follow through on that, and then now fucking they're where they're at in the storyline, which I can't even really explain or tell you, because I guess they're still beefing with the Inner Circle this whole time. And then I guess. That just goes to show, like, they're probably really not going to have that blood and guts until a long time, because they were going to save that whole...
That's right. I forgot all about that.
Inner Circle versus Elite. But if they really can't have that blood and guts for, like, another year, they're probably just like, all right, fuck it, Stadium Stampede match.
That's right. If they can't have it the way they want to with the crowd. Fuck it.
This is dope, though, because this is probably, like, the most time they've really given to Sheeta.
True.
And she's, like, fucking really... Bruv gang. Yeah, this is the most time they've given to Sheeta, and she's really kind of going outside of herself a little bit with just like this whole like fighting outside the ring and shit. Yeah, whatever her fucking outfit is, tight. Go Sheeta. Yeah, she's doing pretty great. This actually isn't like that terrible of a fucking... It's interesting. Think Nyla's gonna win, though. They're just giving Sheeta too much of a rub right now.
She getting that as long as I look hella good in the match, it don't matter if I lose type of rep.
Yeah. So it's like, all right, let me just beat the shit out of you forever, and then you're just gonna like fucking do some shit at the end. She just kind of stealing the show right now, man. In my eyes.
Like the whole night, you think?
Yeah, so far.
Nothing else really kind of like stuck out too either.
Because even the match between Cody versus Archer wasn't really like, there was nothing really happening to where I was just like it was cool. Archer did that little move where he walked the ropes and backflipped off, but it's just like,
that was it.
you're a big ass dude, man. Like, you should be doing big dude shit against Cody. And then it was just like, Cody's crossroad is like, it's such a cool move, but only like a couple people could actually really make it look good. Like,
that's true.
Everyone else like makes it look like fucking a lump of shit. And like Lance Archer's just so big that it's like hard for, like, I can't imagine he can really sell that as well as like most other people. Like MJF sold it. Like MJF sold the crossroads like fucking The Rock sold the stunner.
True.
But most of the time though, I see him do it to people and it's just like, it doesn't really look that impressive. I guess that's a big impact move. A brainbuster onto the kendo stick. I mean, they really only made this a non-disqualification match just so they can have that kendo stick in the match.
Yeah.
It's weird. They haven't like done anything else other than like just being outside of the ring. This better not go to a fucking time limit draw. I'm not watching this shit for an hour. Or I guess I am anyway, because I committed to watching this regardless.
True. Stick with it.
But I'm just like, come on, you guys are just... What are you guys doing? I didn't even know this was really going to be a match like that. They just didn't really sell this shit like that. Oh, that was nice. And see, and I'm not as like fucking offended with Sheeta going against Nyla because she's a little bit more of her fucking. She's a little heavier.
Yeah, Sheeta might be like a little bit taller too.
Yeah, so it's like it's a little more believable to me. I don't want to see fucking Riho getting powerbombed by Nyla Rose, dog. The poor girl looked like she died every single time.
Human trafficking.
But it's because I don't want to see Riho fucking wrestling. She weighs like 35 pounds. I like Joshi's, but they still have to have some fucking level of like, oh, this is an athlete way beyond me.
Right.
And it's like Riho can do a bunch of flippy shit, but it's like, yeah, if I weighed fucking, fucking whatever the fuck.
37 pounds.
Yeah, I could probably fucking flip myself around a lot too if I weighed as much as a fucking Oscar Mayer wiener, bro. Yeah, see, I don't feel as like anything that Nyla has done to Sheeta, I feel like she could take it a little bit more than what Riho. Like, I don't feel like, because literally when I was watching that Nyla versus Riho shit, like every time
it just looked like abuse.
Yeah, every time she landed something onto her, I was just like, oh dear Lord, why? Now she's pulling out a table. She did?
She punished and abused just about anybody that dared talk back to her, including Rick Knox included. You're exactly right.
Oh, you remember. That's what's crazy is like this company's already been around for a year.
It's crazy.
And it's weird because it's like I still feel like they have that we're brand new vibe. Whereas like
they haven't even got like a full year of like touring yet though, so that sucks.
Yeah.
Of like lightweight crowds, so they've already hit a pretty wild like adversity. Ooh, fuck.
Did you ever catch the episodes with Tony and Jericho on commentary?
I did. I liked it.
I kind of was starting to get more used to that than Excalibur, JR, and Tony.
Yeah, no, Jericho's got that voice that makes you like want to listen more.
And then he just shits on everybody.
And like everything he does, but like fuck, Jesus.
Like he's just sitting there fucking like when Pineapple Pete was wrestling, he's like, "Oh, look at this fucking idiot! Like he sucks." 2, 3, no, come on, man. Nyla just like power bomb Sheeta through a table.
Set up in the corner.
And try to go for the 3 count and still didn't get it. And it's like, come on, dude. Like, I'm not mad if you want to make the match keep going, but at a certain level, you can't just be like doing these like super crazy ass power moves and then like still get up. Now she's beating her with the kendo. She just smacked her right on the ass with the kendo. Now on the back. Terrible. Nyla's like climbing the top of the turnbuckle, but Sheeta gets back up on her feet and then just throws the kendo stick at Nyla. This is basically just a kendo stick match, is what this is. One kendo stick. Man, oh man, I feel bad. I feel like I just been shitting on this like the whole way through.
That was clean.
That was nice.
That would have been a clean finish too.
So pretty much now both of them have had like a near finish, a near fall. Man. Come on, Sheeta, let's go. Let's take this. We still got, I think, 2 more matches.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it's just 2. She just pretty much did like a V-trigger of her own. Wow, okay, there she goes. She got the fucking 3. Sheeta's a fucking AEW Women's Champion, son. I'm excited for that. I fucking did not want Nyla as the champion.
That's a good look.
Wow, there's some chicks in the crowd acting super shocked. How are you shocked by that? Sheeta should be the champ. Like, let her be a champ for like a cool couple months, too. And then have Britt take it off her. Oh, dang, she's crying.
Facts.
Damn. She like actually like really seems like she's really happy that she just won that. Yeah, she's been working her fucking ass off ever since she came over to this company too. Like I've been wanting to see this happen for her. This is awesome.
Yep, that's good.
And it's a good look for their whole division too. Like to have just like a cool fucking white meat baby face that could kick some ass as your fucking champion. Like send Nyla Rose the fuck home.
That was an experiment that didn't work. Like,
yeah, no.
The crowd not really behind fucking Nyla Rose at all.
It's go home heat.
Yeah.
It's not fucking make money heat. And it's like, I don't know. I have faith in AEW that like they know when to like pull shit. Because like they pulled that fucking garbage Nightmare, the Nightmare Collective with Brandy.
Oh, yeah, that was corny.
That shit was stupid. Every time it came on, it was like, go fuck yourself. Yeah, Sheeta, what is it? Sheeta Hiroku? I forget her last name. Or even how to pronounce it, but yeah.
Like Hikaru Sheeta or something like that?
Hikaru Sheeta, that's what it is. Her first name is Hikaru, that's what it was. Her last name is Sheeta. Yeah, Hikaru Sheeta, AEW Women's Champion, you raggedy ass bitch. I think next up, Mox versus Brody. So you got championship after championship match. I don't know, the women's title isn't too terrible. It's not terrible when it's not on a fucking 40-pound girl or a fucking 300-pound monster.
True, that's a good point.
It looks more like average, or like it looks like it fits more when it's on fucking Hikaru. See, I would like to start seeing them push Big Swole more too.
Big Swole is tight.
Big Swole's hella tight. Did you see that promo that she cut on Britt Baker when Britt Baker was like, people only know your household for your boyfriend, or like people only know the best wrestler in your household is your boyfriend. And she was like, yeah. I'm married, baby. Like that shit was hella tight. Fucking little fuck you to Adam Cole. It's funny. I was listening to one of Tony Schiavone's podcasts, and he was saying like apparently because like Adam Cole's friends with all the Bucks and all that shit, and he watches the show because of Britt, and apparently like it's an inside joke between all of them that Adam is fat, like, and that he's like super insecure about his weight or something. It's like an inside joke they always like tease him about, I guess.
That's hella funny.
So Tony Schiavone, like, because he's like paired with Britt Baker, they were saying on commentary one time, he's like, oh, you know, maybe even Britt Baker might even like you, Tony. He's like, oh no, I don't think so. She usually likes the heavy set guys, and it was like aimed toward
Scandalous
Adam Cole. Let's see, they're talking about something. They're just like talking about like how AEW's a family. They're taking care of each other. They're all getting tested. They're determined to provide entertainment every week. Yeah, 2 matches left. World title and then the Stadium Stampede match.
That's tight.
Yeah, I can't believe this place. I can't believe it's been a year. I still remember, like, I got cable just so I can watch fucking AEW on TNT.
That's clean. It's just like the heavyweight title and the tag titles are so nice.
Yeah.
And then the women's title is like, it's not bad. But then that other one is like, what is this?
The women's title is like, it's nice. I just don't like the design of it.
Yeah.
Whereas like that TNT title is a piece of shit. But apparently it's not finished. Like I don't know where, like people are talking online like AEW would have made like almost like a statement like, oh yeah, hey, this ain't like the actual shit yet. And it's like, well, what'd you waste all this money for? Like you had Mike Tyson fucking present the belt that's not finished.
That doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like that just doesn't make any sense.
Stupid. You had like a month to do this. You had one job. Like, you didn't have to introduce a title belt if that was the case. AEW, my favorite root beer. Mine too. We should have had root beer floats while we were watching this.
Facts. AEW is the best root beer.
Now they're just doing like a package where they're showing like what led up to Brody versus Moxley. And this is a weird angle too because it's like Brody has the title in his possession, but he's not the champion, and he's just hanging on to the title. So it's almost like the champion has to win his belt back twice.
Yeah.
It's like it's almost like he like physically lost his belt, but he hasn't lost the title. That's like stupid.
And then like how about the rankings? Like how you just appear on the scene getting title shots.
Just doesn't make sense. And I just don't like. They just like keep making him seem like he's invincible. He just like endlessly gets his ass kicked, but he gets right back up always, and then fucking yeah, like he's champion, but he doesn't have his belt, but he's still champion. So you couldn't just lose. Oh, this is ridiculous. They're doing like this like super serious looking promo of all the empty arena footage that they've had. And then it was stupid too because on the Go Home show they made it like a big deal that to make Preston Vance his like night fucking whatever the fuck, like his high night or whatever the shit.
Yeah.
And then like he just gets his ass whipped. It's like, what was that whole fucking thing? Who's on your Rushmore? Fuck. Let's see. I mean, like what? Just straight of all time? Like who? Like, cause like when I think of like Rushmore is like 5 most influential people like for the scene. Whereas like, are we talking about like
maybe like your
or just like
Rushmore,
what's my
like your
5 favorite?
Is it 5 4?
Or is it 5 or 4?
I think
4.
like your 4 favorite. Yeah.
See, just said it's just
4
4 different
Tiger
Tiger masks. Yep, pretty much. And there is 4 different Tiger masks, so that's hilarious. Top 5 all-time preference. Top 5 all-time preference. Okay. Definitely Sting. I mean, Goldberg, I know like he didn't have the best matches and whatnot, but he was just... I was just such a fan of WCW when I was a young kid, and Sting and Goldberg were my favorite guys. So Sting, Goldberg, Jeff Hardy, fucking AJ Styles, and damn, this 5th one's gonna be a challenge. Cause I'm trying to think of just like someone that's like probably The Rock. Like, cause that's like was one of my like. I always liked the people like that was the best shit talkers and whatnot.
Nice.
He's like, yo, Goldberg broke Bret Hart. Yeah, pretty much.
Facts. Fucking, I would go Steve Austin, Chris Jericho, Booker T. I want to say Bret Hart. I want to say Bret Hart only because he did more than Owen, but honestly, Owen was a better wrestler than Bret.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say Bret Hart.
Bret had a better like persona.
Yeah.
Better gimmick.
Because he came, he was perfect at that time. I was a big Shawn Michaels fan too, but like that didn't last how long. And then you know what? I'm gonna say AJ Styles because like for the last like
AJ's
20 years, he's been one of the best dudes.
Like pretty much since fucking he's came on, like he's just always been. But the thing about him though is like it took him a while to really get into his own, like as far as like presenting himself and like having promos and things like that. Like before he was just like he can just give you good matches.
Yeah.
And it didn't really matter. Like he wasn't really the best like on camera and shit.
Styles got his start in WCW too. Like he had been
before like
way early.
Yeah.
Kind of like when it was towards the end. Yeah.
AJ the new Sting? In what way? I don't know if I'd really agree with that. I think fucking, because like, was it, Undertaker said it in the last Ride documentary. Like, he was watching AJ Styles and he was like, oh yeah, this guy really gets it. He reminds me a lot of Shawn. And I felt like that was more appropriate. I felt like AJ is like pretty close to like what Shawn kind of was in ring, but then he's like a more cleaned up version of Shawn, so he can do.
He like the next evolution of Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, like, he can just do more.
Because Shawn fathered guys like
AJ. Longevity. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because even Shawn didn't really last. He had
Shawn fathered the AJs.
For sure.
Nice.
Mox still just coming in from the back of the arenas. Joaquin Phoenix, the new Sting. Because the Joker. Fire. John's in like his fucking gold Power Ranger leather jacket.
Yeah, he looked like he like changed the color on one of Jim the Anvil Neidhart's jackets. That shit's hella big on him.
Yeah, that fool's fucking looking like a Zeo Ranger. And it's kind of fun. And it's kind of cool because it's like he like made this event last year, so it's like this is kind of like his.
True, this might be his event, kind of.
Yeah, like the way like WrestleMania is Taker's. Like this is like Mox has made Double or Nothing his. See, but then like they just, I don't know, man. Like they just kind of like, they're really great about starting shit, but they're not great about wrapping it up.
Yeah.
Because, like, the way, like, they introduced Mox coming at Omega, and, like, that was before they really they've, like, buried Omega. Like, because, like, now I'm at the point where I'm, like, I can see all the criticisms about Omega now. Whereas before there was a time where I was like, no, this motherfucker's the best.
He's untouchable.
And then now I'm like, yeah, no, I don't think of him as the best. And I can see what everyone ever meant this whole time. He was just like a good little flavor, and it was really just like the combination of him and Okada.
Yeah.
Because it's just like Steamboat and Flair, like their match together are some of the best, but like no one really
It's
thinks
like
of
Steamboat Flair,
as,
Steamboat
like,
Savage, and like that's it.
yeah. But like nobody thinks of Steamboat like I hella want to see his promos and shit. Like they're just like, no, we know we're gonna get a good in-ring match from him. But even the Kenny Omega is like, he does a lot of great moves and shit. And when he was in Japan, he like built his matches a little more. But now it's just like almost John Cena like 5 moves of death. Like
True.
I'm gonna fucking do that little jump over.
Oh yeah,
Head slam thing.
Yeah,
I'm gonna dragon suplex you. I'm gonna V trigger you, and I might fucking one wing
one way
angel.
angle.
See, this is stupid. Brody's like lifting the title, saying he's the self-proclaimed AEW champion. Meanwhile, John is the actual AEW champion, but he just doesn't have his belt because Brody just stole it.
They got like security in there too.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. I guess because he's just so angry at him that he doesn't can't contain himself, and they're just like, we have to continue long enough to get the fucking announcing out of the way. This fool said Joaquin Phoenix, the new Sting. That's hilarious. So we got fucking Brody Lee versus Moxley. AEW title match. But what's gonna happen? Mox gonna win, get his title, and then the Dark Order's just gonna jump him again and just retake the title again.
Yeah, unless you want to introduce like a new enemy for the Dark Order to come help Mox.
I think Mox is gonna, maybe somebody's gonna like pop out to be his friend.
Maybe, yeah.
Because like this whole time, that's been his problem, right?
Because he can't get friends.
He's just a
so
fucking
hard.
lone warrior and fucking. I'm just a lone wolf. I don't need no friends. So maybe somebody's gonna finally like come out and like make sure like they got his back.
Is he still working New Japan shows or like
Well, he's supposed
after that? He's supposed to be.
Yeah. Because like, what was it? He was supposed to be over there to defend his U.S. championship, but then he got injured again. So then they went with Lance Archer. Lance Archer won the IWGP U.S. championship. Then when he was healthy again, he went back over there, got the title back off of Archer, and then came back over to America. And then Archer also came back to America, or came to America to sign with AEW, which is weird because it's like Archer and Mox have this huge thing in Japan over the IWGP US title, and then like there's just no mention of them between each other at AEW, and then they just immediately pair Archer with Cody for a whole nother thing. And then coincidentally both red strap titles.
One is way better, obviously.
That TNT title is fucking bullshit, dude. You guys should just fucking go on the Googles right now and look up that fucking stupid ass title they unveiled. Shit looks ridiculous. A plethora of strikes.
Didn't they wrestle each other for the Intercontinental title in the WWE?
Yeah. Because they kind of loosely mentioned, like, I'm not the same guy you knew then.
Okay.
Moxley. All that shit. It's like, okay.
Contra Code said Lee ain't winning.
Yeah,
He ain't.
I'm still not sure because it's like either one kind of makes sense, right? Storyline wise.
They already had Sheeta win, so they don't really need to change titles here.
You're right. Something has to happen though, as far as like he wins, they give him his title back, but then someone comes out, or like Dark Order starts jumping him, and then someone comes out to help him so they can make sure like he holds on to his title or some stupid shit.
Has the Dark Order been beefing with anybody else that might want to make an appearance to help this fool out?
I mean, they were beefing with the Jurassic Express because they kept trying to recruit Marco.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I don't think the Jurassic Express would help out fucking Moxley. How garbage is Brody gimmick? Yeah, I'm not really big on it. It's kind of weird because it's like, I was kind of more big on the Dark Order when it was just Stu Grayson and Evil Uno. Like, it kind of seemed to work a little bit more for me. Even though, like, the whole time they were selling the arrival of an Exalted One. And then now that he's here because of the corona, like Stu Grayson and Evil Uno can't fly because they live in Canada.
Oh, that's right.
So it's just like, it's weird how they've had to like pivot the story of what Dark Order was. And it's like, I was already not that big on what it was, but I could see where it could go. And then now it's just been like hella pivoted. So it's just like, I'm not quite. My biggest problem right now is like, what is the Supreme Faction? Like, who's supposed to be? Because it's like, up until now, they've pitched the Inner Circle as like the big bad.
Yeah, but they ain't got the title no more.
Faction, and yeah, they don't got the title no more. And then now the Dark. So what is the Dark Order supposed to be the real big bad evil faction? Like, it's just like that thing I was saying earlier. It's like if you have all these things that are the same, then nothing's really different. Like,
I kept mistaking them for the Butcher and the Blade. Like, I thought the Butcher and the Blade were part of the Dark Order.
See, nah, and then, like, even then, those guys, it's weird, too, because it's like Wardlow and MJF, they don't really do anything as a tag team, but they both do things as singles, but they both watch each other's backs, yet they hide, like, the Butcher and the Blade are supposed to be these, like, hired
like
mercenary
they're goons,
type, yeah, they're like mob goon type cats. But they're in the, but then that's weird because then they're like a tag team within the rankings of the shit. So it's like, okay, like, yeah, it's all kind of like we kept saying earlier, Contra Code. It's like they're really great about like starting ideas, but just not really like developing them and like wrapping them up in any kind of real like meaningful way. Like, they're great about like teasing shit, but just not really much else.
It's like they don't. Since because what they don't like write their storylines too far in advance, right? They just
so it's like they probably like kind of booked themselves into a corner without really realizing it, as far as just like not remembering what they did like 3 weeks ago and shit, or just like little nuances, because like how could you really,
right?
And then plus everything changes, but because there's not an overall fucking arc, you're changing things like completely instead of like trying to change things to where it still makes sense within the story.
True. Ooh.
They just did like a running double fucking drop kick on each other
outside the ring.
But I guess Brody, what's up, Linus?
Young Linus.
We just watching the AEW pay-per-view. Can't have it on the screen, but we're just doing like a watch along.
Young Linus.
Right now we're about halfway through, or maybe halfway through, Brody Lee versus Moxley for the AEW Championship. Brody got Mox on top of a diamond plate staircase. He's about to he was about to powerbomb him, but then Moxley just like flipped him, and then Brody flipped over and fell into the table. And then, see, I just don't understand what Brody's supposed to be either, as far as this Exalted One. Because it's like, okay, so what? He's like a cult leader then or something, but he just doesn't really seem like he has any real power. Like, in Dark Order doesn't really seem like they have any real power.
They should have just been with the Butcher and the Blade, and they should have just been like a whole-ass mob.
And I don't think, like, the title should really be, like, their first concern.
Yeah.
They should have did a little bit more as far as like infiltrating.
They could have been torturing people and shit.
Infiltrating the whole roster. And then I'm just like, yeah, like who's gonna be your big bad faction though? Because you already have done so much with the Inner Circle, and then it's weird because like the Inner Circle have beef with the Elite, but then also the entire Inner Circle got beef with Moxley, but then Moxley and the Elite aren't like on the same side whatsoever, and it's just weird. They're all like, put him down. Like, they got, like, they're on top of the turnbuckle in a superplex situation. What the fuck? See, this is fucking... Stay down, you stupid son of a bitch. Moxley just got, like, superplex, and, like, he instantly just rolls up Brody. Like, he just hits it and just instantly rolls him up. Like, he didn't fucking just take a fucking suplex off the top of a turnbuckle.
Nah,
that was sloppy.
The intention was dope. The execution.
That's kind of the whole. It's kind of the theme of this whole
show.
The
intention was dope.
At least Brody doesn't look as awkward with this new like all of his fucking outfits have looked like fucking shit so far. Even this still kind of because he just has like a weird build, like
yeah,
because he's like so fucking big, but he's not big in like a fucking menacing kind of way. He's big in like a goofy kind of way.
He's a big, goofy-looking ass dude who
he's like a janitor.
Yeah, who used to work out back in the day, and he stayed in shape moving garbage cans around.
Yeah, like. Yeah, they just got him like. He slammed him on this like playing card thing. It's like plywood, I guess, and now he's selling this though. He couldn't sell a fucking suplex off the top of the turnbuckle, but he can sell being thrown into the plywood card, fucking for like 10 minutes. Brody got Mox in a powerbomb position. Mox just like reverses out of it. Tries to pick him up for like a German suplex. Brody elbows out. Hits the ropes. Big boot on Mox. Back into a powerbomb position. Picks Mox up. Plants him. Powerbomb immediately into a pin. Mox kicks out of 2. Now Brody's like crying.
Has Brody Lee been winning? Like, has he had singles matches?
Yeah, he's had like 2, and then
like squash matches. Yeah.
Yeah, like once against like Marco Stunt, and then like someone against like an indie guy. They're commentating on how this fool looked, how his eyes look right now. Look at the eyes, Jim. Ah, man. Mox is just crawling all the way to the top of the ring, probably setting up a spot. Yeah, he grabs one of these like chips, throws it at Brody. Now I guess he's gonna paradigm shift Brody onto one of these small poker chips. Brody kicks out, puts Mox in another powerbomb position. And then Brody calls out the spot like Babe Ruth. I'm gonna plant you right over there. Is he not counting? The ref not counting? Is this a non-disqualification match?
Oh, shit.
Yo, there's no way that was intended.
You think not?
I don't know. Man, maybe not. I don't think so. Because, yeah, all the wrestlers are just going, holy shit. Yo. Oh, my God.
That was clean.
That had to have been planned. No, I don't think so.
Maybe they just didn't tell nobody.
I don't know. Because it is hollow, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they might have had to plan that.
That was dope, though.
Because I found out when they did, on the last Double or Nothing, when they did like that trampoline barbed wire thing, that was gimmicked. It wasn't actual barbed wire.
Oh, shit.
Dude, okay, so yeah, we didn't even talk about it. Fucking Mox paradigm shifts fucking Brody Lee on the ramp that they walk in on, and the fucking ramp collapsed. And it's really hard to tell if it was like on purpose or not.
It was like that old school Bam Bam Bigelow spot where he like jumps through the thing with Spike Dudley on his back or something, or like Taz on his back.
Okay, no, it was on purpose. Because now Brody's coming up with a cut forehead, so he probably stayed down there to bleed the juice himself.
Yeah.
Wow. That was a cool little spot then. They just sold it really well because they like had a bunch of people like run up that wasn't just referees. So it made it look like, oh, we didn't try this. Now he just paradigm shifted him in the middle of the ring.
Oh, shit.
But Brody kicked out after one because I guess, yeah. He was just driven through the ramp, but comes up bleeding, but he kicks out at one. Now Mox is just like kneeing him, giving him everything. Another paradigm shift. Brody's just sprawled out in the middle of the ring. Mox is going for a double leg. Only a 2 count. That might have actually, I don't think he bladed himself. He might have just, cause like
just cut himself, yeah.
No, I don't even think he cut himself. Yeah. Just cut himself with the thing, cause like where he's bleeding from, it's like almost like in the hair.
Yeah.
Like it's not so much like on, like right on the forehead.
He might have just like when they were going down.
Okay, so Jon Moxley retains his title. He like choked out Brody Lee. Brody Lee didn't tap out. He just like passed out, so the ref called it. I don't really see how that makes Brody Lee look any better though.
Yeah, me neither.
Like you like promoted him as this like huge monster of this like cult. And like his first significant match, he just loses. So what's going to happen now, though? Something's going to have to happen. I don't know. I don't see nobody coming out or nothing yet. I mean, but it's not really like someone has to, right?
They might just rock it like that, dude.
I mean, you would think at least someone would come out to set up, like...
the next feud.
Yeah. So, I mean, what? Is that the whole payoff? Like, so now the Dark Order just don't care about the belt anymore? Or is this going to keep going? Oh, boy. I think the next pay-per-view is September, then?
Damn, is that how infrequently they do their pay-per-views?
No, they was more frequent, but I think that's just what they're saving it for.
Oh, kind of
because that's September, so I think they're probably just doing some wishful thinking, like hopefully we can have fucking people at this one.
Yeah.
And if we just promote it, like, you know, if we just do it, like, because if they're promoting, because yeah, there was an ad for it all out in September, to where I'm like, that must be your next one then, like, and then yeah, I guess you just promote it super far out. To then just hope that you could have audiences back.
Yeah.
That was weird. This whole show's kind of It's okay. Now Mox is just cutting a promo in the camera.
Talking that shit.
Talking that shit. He pretty much just Stone Cold, though.
Yeah, he's like a Stone Cold kind of Piper mix.
Yeah. But I'm just like, okay, so what's going to happen, though? Like, is Dark Order going to come out and help their boy, or what are we doing? Or is John Moxley just single-handedly taking out all the factions of AEW?
I think that's pretty much what we got there.
Are we just Goldberg fucking 98 in this shit? Oh, wait, now they're doing some, like a trailer? Another historic milestone. This summer. Unrivaled collection.
Oh, so
they're
action figures.
Yeah, all the toys are coming out. They kind of already announced all these though, but I guess they weren't like officially out.
Oh, I guess not. I thought they already came out.
I think it wasn't the whole line. I think they just announced that they were about to do it, and then they had like 6 shit. But now it's like pretty much like the whole. I might fuck around and just be a man child and buy some of these. To be honest.
The detail is pretty good though.
Yeah. I'm just hyped because they're just kind of doing everything right. Like, all right, we're about to drop a toy line, and then probably a video game.
Yeah.
Because like that's definitely how you would build interest first. I mean, they're already from the jump though knew that they would want to build their own video game.
Oh yeah.
Because you just have too many people in the company that like to play games.
Yeah, they just got to figure out how to do the contract. So you know how some of the guys work for other companies and stuff.
Yeah. I just want to see. I don't care who company do it. I just want to see somebody put out a wrestling game right now that's very much like Fire Pro, but with like 2K style graphics, where it's just
that would be clean.
Just a base game, and then everyone just uploads their own created wrestlers, or like you have your own contracts with people.
Yeah.
Like make a base game and then just have updates come out.
Yeah, that'd be clean because Fire Pro is dope.
Yeah.
It's just like it's not. It ain't nothing to do like other than like upload creative players and shit.
Yeah, you have to get real nerdy with it to really keep yourself.
Yeah, really, and it's like I'm not.
Which I have, but now I've switched back to 2K19 because
nice.
I'm just like, I like the graphics, and like 2K19, table matches and shit like that.
Yeah, you could do more shit.
Even though I do like Fire Pro a lot.
I do too.
Especially because it's more about the Japanese, so it's like more of the tournament style and shit like that. And then that's the problem with the 2K19 is like you can't make a tournament in your like universe mode.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I need one game that does all the things. They're just kind of replaying right now what happened all throughout the night.
I forgot about Brian Cage.
Yeah, I already forgot about that match in general. That match was wild, and not in a good way. It was just weird. I'm glad that Brian Cage won though, but even then it's still weird. It's like you haven't even like alluded to that this guy's coming to the company, and now he just has a title shot.
So do you throw him against Mox next, or?
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Like maybe like he's gonna hang on to it or something. But like, what would be the motivation to hang on to it? Like, I'm just like, what are you doing? Because I don't want to see Brian Cage versus John Moxley.
Nah, not really. I mean, maybe one off, but not for like the title. Like just like a regular Dynamite match or something.
I mean, I don't even really want to see Brian Cage a champion like that. Like, I think like he's one of those people. Like he's just such a fucking menacing looking fucking person that you just like use him as like one of your monsters.
True.
Like you don't really need to put a title on him. You use him like a Big Show kind of thing, like an Undertaker sort of thing. Like,
maybe that's what what they want from Archer.
Yeah, but they just fucked that up. Cause they just fucking. I was saying, they just start everything off so cool, and then they just don't really execute shit right. It's very WWE like. So what's funny is like this is an alternative WWE, but it's very much
they
also
do like kind of the same. They got the same tendencies.
Yeah. Towards like you guys talk all this shit, but you ain't learned no lessons. And that was weird. Like, stripped that boy naked. I hella thought that fool's fucking meat bag was hanging
Yeah,
out.
that whole match was suspect.
That was wild, dude. This whole fucking show, dude. I hope there's fans back by September, and I hope they're not doing weird fucking...
That was a good match.
Yeah, you know what? Like, that Nyla versus Shida match, like, was actually way better.
And that was, like, one of the ones that I was least looking forward to.
Exactly. Like, I was least looking forward to. I had the lowest expectations for. And, like I said, to this point, Shida stole the show for me up until this point.
I agree.
Still, even now, like, Mox didn't really, I don't think, really do it for me that much.
Nah,
like,
this
Shida,
was a good one.
Shida is like, if you've been following AEW from the jump, like, she's low-key been positioned for this whole time. So it's like, this is kind of a long, it's a low-key long story that they haven't like really shown any light on, but it is like a long-standing thing that's kind of been a long time coming.
Okay.
I feel. Because she's always been like in the top 5 kind of category as far as contenders. This was just
So do you think Baker really injured?
I don't know, because it's like she was supposed to be in that match. So it's like they're obviously not going to pull someone unless they're genuinely can't be in the match. But then just like the way they sold it with when they were talking with the medical examiner, and she's not there.
Right.
Like if it was a storyline injury, she would probably be there in some capacity still, right?
Right.
Like it still at least show up like with like a fucking like in a wheelchair or something. But if like she's not there entirely, it's just like it might be true, and then like they're just like still taking liberties with like talking shit on her just to like make it interesting.
What if she just had to do like some dentist shit? Like
I don't know.
she had to do like a real root canal.
Maybe. Cause I'm just saying too, like yeah, imagine your fucking your dentist cancels an appointment on you because they got injured during a fucking wrestling match. I mean, I guess that's kind of what you sign up for. You know she's a wrestler. Especially now.
True. I wonder if, like, some of those people didn't really know. They was like, well, I just thought I was getting a regular-ass dentist.
Yeah. I'm sure, like, some people are like, I'm just going to go to a regular fucking person. And then, like, all the wrestling fans are like, oh, pull my teeth.
Straight up.
Now they're doing a package for the Stadium Stampede match. Last match. We did it. I didn't think we could. There's moments there where I'm just like, oh, this is not. Because it'd be a little bit better if people could watch it with us too.
Yeah.
Without like having to pay for it and all that stuff. But I figured why not try this? Like I said, Joe Rogan does some fight companions. You can't watch what he's watching, but you
for real?
still,
Okay.
Yeah, because he doesn't throw it up. Like they might throw up like a couple seconds or shit, but even then, as time goes on, he stopped like putting shit on screen because he's so popular that everyone tries to strike his channel. So I'm like, if you guys can put up with Joe Rogan just watching fights and talking, you can put up with me watching wrestling and talking without you watching it too.
Nice. You got a bathroom right there?
Yeah.
All right. Yo, use the bathroom.
Do that.
Yes, sir.
I think there's only like a couple people watching right now anyway. They probably couldn't. I noticed people are tuning in and out. Yeah, no, that's cool, bro. Which I'm not even mad at you. Like I said, this is just like if you happen to be watching this, or if you're like rewatching this on a replay and you want to, almost feel like you're not watching this on your own. We're kind of just watch partying this pretty much right now. I don't know what to really expect with this whole Stadium Stampede match. It's going to be really weird. Because it's essentially like a 4-on-4 tag team match, but it's like a tornado tag team match. And then it's like an empty stadium. Don't know how to feel about it. We'll see how it goes. Because I said, like, I'm just expecting the Revival or someone or the Revolt or anybody like that to come out at any point. Because there's no way that Brian Cage could have been the only surprise for this. They just show Sammy Guevara getting ran over by that fucking golf cart type thing. Damn, they like painted up the whole stadium too. Like on the middle of the goal line, there's the All Elite Wrestling logo. It says double or nothing everywhere. One of the touchdown end zones has the Elite. The other end zone has the Inner Circle. Like it looks like a football match between the two. It's funny. This is going to be so strange. Because they're definitely going to probably do some just super unnecessary spots. Probably like just like be like awkwardly fighting in the bleachers. They just said there's nothing civil about this war. Okay, cool. They actually got some people in the stands. Oh, wow. They got the whole fucking Jacksonville Jaguar cheerleader team out there. All wearing face masks, but that's okay because the point still works. They got these fools really coming out like a football team. This is retarded. Chris Jericho's wearing like, they're all coming out in like jerseys and pads type shit. Oh, what in the fuck is this, dog? Dog. What the fuck? I mean, it's one thing for the jersey, but it's like they're like wearing like the whole shit.
These fools are savage.
Dog, they're coming out in football gear.
They got a ring over there too?
Yeah. There's a ring in the middle of the... Oh my God. Are they going to run to the ring like football style? I mean, that's funny for Sammy Guevara to be wearing a helmet because he got hit by that cart.
Yeah.
So that's funny. But Ortiz is wearing like a retardedly big helmet because his hair is so big. Oh my God. And are these guys going to come out like in football shit too? No, they're coming out like normal. This is still ridiculous. And then Matt Jackson's injured.
That's right, huh?
But I guess he's just going to go through with it. Something about his ribs. Like he like overshot the spot on the Go Home show. Mm. And then this is weird too because it's like you have everybody from the Elite except Hangman Page. But Hangman Page was on the Go Home show. I don't really know how I feel about like Kenny and Hangman as like the tag team champions too. Like I don't mind like a mismatch of a team and all that, but it's just like you're not gonna really if you're not really doing much with the storyline of the tag team belts, it should be with a tag team that's like a tag team.
Yeah, they could have easily went more solid with that.
Because then I don't get it because it's like you show on the Go Home show that Hangman is there and then he interfered last time, so is he going to interfere in this one too? Or is they introducing him? Wait, yeah, okay, so yeah, I guess he was supposed to be in this match too, so it's 5-on-5. Oh my God. Oh my God. They just ran at each other like the X-Men intro.
Nice.
Chris Jericho's wearing a jersey that says Jericho on the back. Dude, the Inner Circle is just, they're all dressed up like they're fucking... Like
they got on like
the football uniforms.
Yeah, they got on pads too. Like they got the leg guard pads.
And they're oh my God, this is the most gimmicky ass shit. They're smacking each other with footballs. This is WCW as fuck, dude. And then I don't understand because it's like, what is it? Was it just a fucking 10-man tornado tag match?
I guess so. Like, I would doubt that they're gonna have eliminations.
And that's what I'm saying too. Is like, who wins? Just one person gets pinned or something? I'm glad I did this just so we can have, like, I can go back on this fucking, I can go back on this because I already know, like, when they walked in, I was just like, the look on my face was just like, what in the fuck is this? I'm just going to post, like, that live reaction of fucking Stadium Stampede match entrance. They came in like fucking football teams. They used the Jaguar cheerleaders. And then they ran at each other, X-Men style. And now Hangman Page just showed up on a horse. And now he's running down Sammy Guevara to recreate what they did with the golf cart, but now he's getting run down by a horse instead. This is a great moment, but oh my God. I'm going to be looking forward to Jim Cornette shitting on this.
Definitely.
I probably won't even agree with all of what his problems are with it. I just like hearing him complain about things. This is like a theatrical match now.
Basically.
Hangman Page is wandering around the backstage area of the stadium looking for Sammy Guevara, and he's mounted on a horse.
Wearing the tag team title.
This is either the best wrestling match I've seen or the worst one. Now we got Nick Jackson and Chris Jericho in the ring, hitting the ropes and running spots on each other. Because even if this was like an elimination match, how do you like force these guys to...
Right, there's no count out.
And there's just like, what? All right, walk out of the arena. And then this is also hilarious because there's like 4 different referees.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've ever seen like that joke, you know, the whole like, oh, maybe we should have 2 referees for a tag team match. They're just doing a lot of double team moves now on each other. Damn. Santana just kicked the shit out of Mac Jackson. Kenny Omega came in. Snapdragon on Ortiz. Kenny Omega's not going to rest until he Snapdragon suplexes every fucking person on the AEW roster.
Here it comes. Eat it.
He just went for his second Snapdragon on Santana, and then Jake Hager came in to do work. But then now Matt Hardy's coming in to do Jake Hager dirty.
Got him with the side effect.
This is a clusterfuck.
There you go. Fucking Chris Jericho
Code
in there.
breaker.
With, yep, code breaker. Sammy Guevara's
Guevara's
back.
No Hangman yet. I'm sure Hangman's just going to come out the cuts now again. The Inner Circle is sitting there yelling, chanting Sammy. Now the Inner Circle is just sitting. God damn.
Right.
Now the cheerleaders are yelling for Sammy. Inner Circle is just in the ring being pretty much dominant. Sammy went for a moonsault. Or no, shooting star press.
Missed that shit.
I seen some stupid motherfucker actually try to be like, what's the difference between a moonsault and a shooting star press? I'm like, a lot.
Like the direction. Like
I mean,
everything damn near. Like.
Pretty much the direction. I mean, like, it's both a backflip, but it's like one's a backflip going forwards, front side, and then the other one's just like a regular backflip.
Exactly. Now they about to kill this fool. He didn't even take off his Matt Hardy jacket.
I'm just like, what is... This is so convoluted. There's just people like running around, they're walking around the ring, just like kind of just walking around the ring, catching their breath. But there's like, it just doesn't make sense really, because it's like the baby faces are on one side of the ring catching their breath, and the heels are on the other side catching their breath, and then all of a sudden they come back and start attacking each other again. Then they're just doing like a bunch of flips. This is just like a huge showcase of like every single move they all could do.
Oh, what's he gonna do? Acai moonsault? So?
Ooh, that's a great name. Yeah. Which is, yeah, it's just like cheerleading type shit right there.
Catch me.
Who's cheering? There must be a crowd in the stands.
Yeah.
Wow. Sammy just did a shooting star press off the top turnbuckle onto the outside of the ring. But I mean, he did it into a pile of people. It's like, it's just all, it's always weird to me. It's like, there'll be like a pile of them beating each other up, and then all of a sudden they turn up like, oh, let's go catch
let's
this guy.
catch this dude.
Baby faces heels. Let's catch this guy. I just don't know what they're calling anyway. There's no eliminations. I mean, I can only talk so much shit, though, because it's like, what can you even really do with this situation?
I bet you they're having hella fun, though.
Oh, yeah, I know, right? I know, for sure.
They're having hella, like ridiculous
they're
shit.
like, hey, I'm just going to grab this trash guy. I'm just going to hit you, dog. And then they just
straight up.
It's probably just a whole lot of freestyling right now. It's like watching a jam band. Yo, this is history, though. Like, when the world goes back to normal, we're all going to be like, you remember that fucking time when there was a pandemic and the WWE did theatrical matches and AEW did a fucking football match?
It straight up. The Inner Circle all have football gear. Custom jerseys.
It's a weird cross between football and wrestling, and I'm not really here for it.
And we're not talking about the XFL.
Yeah.
What if I told you?
I kind of want that Inner Circle jersey, though. Have you seen the shoes that they came out with?
I did. Like, I thought it wasn't real, but they
everybody
real
got
as
Chucks.
Fuck. Straight up.
It's kind of cool. I don't really see like WWE doing that.
I think they had some old dumbass shoes that wasn't nobody playing.
But it seems like you could apply the same formula that you do with t-shirts to shoes. And especially that's kind of already what they're doing, because all the shoes are like the exact same shoes. It just has the different graphics.
Different logo, yeah.
From other people that you want, which is tight. I think the Dobby Alley ones were pretty tight.
Yeah, it fit.
I'd be interested, though, if they people started getting like different designs and shit, too.
Where the hell did this ladder come from?
Yeah. Where did the ladder come from? And then now, because they said in the promo, he's like, "We'll jump off the field goal post. We don't give an F." So of course they're gonna jump off the field goal post.
Yep.
Wow, he just went for it too. Matt Jackson just moonsaulted off the field goal post of the Jackson Jaguars.
Oh, so they got pins outside, apparently.
Okay, so it is false count anywhere, but then it's like, okay, but then you got all these referees covering all this at once. So it's like, what if there's a fall, like what if there's a pinfall on one side of the arena, and you don't know that, but there's another one trying to happen on the other side? Like, this just doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. I want to love this so much, but I can't. I want to love AEW so much, and I still do.
But this is not like
I can't excuse this
helping
though.
Like you plead a case to anybody who don't watch.
No, I was trying to explain all this shit to Dan the other night, and I was just like, I feel stupid.
That's like, you ever notice that whenever you try to explain wrestling shit to people, they always want to tune in when the most absurd shit is happening, but they miss all the dopest stuff.
They miss the dopest stuff.
But you didn't see when they was doing the Bullet Club stuff.
Yep.
Like,
No, fucking, like, because, like, if I showed you, like, any of the packages of Cody and Dustin leading up to their match, or if I showed you their match, you'd be like, oh, okay, I get it. But no, of course, Dan fucking tunes in when I'm watching fucking Damascus.
Fucking drones flying around getting trash.
No, and he's seen that too. He was like, this fool's sad because his drone died? He's all, the drone's like a person? I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay. Hangman, they flash back to Hangman Page. He's still just riding a horse in the backstage area trying to find Sammy Guevara. Sammy Guevara's been in the match now for this entire time. This is ridiculous. Hangman Page is just on a horse in the backstage area of the Jacksonville Jaguars stadium. Now he's dismounting. He found where the bar was. But how is that gonna happen? Because like they're obviously not serving fucking beer because there's no fans there other than the ones that are there privately. But they can't be like. I mean, maybe they are though, because maybe there's enough of them there where they're like, oh yeah, no, we got to
open up the concessions.
Yeah, we got a small concessions for you guys because I mean, people got to eat.
True.
This is just ridiculous, and it's just ridiculous because they already did like this street fight style thing a week ago, so it's like this is just redundant at this point. Yeah, now they're pretty much just kind of redoing the street fight between Santana Ortiz and Matt Hardy and Kenny Omega. Oh my God. The announcers are just kind of joking around. Or commentators. Kenny just bridged this guardrail up on these tables. This is not going to go well. Like there's no way he can really cleanly do that on there.
Put threw some sand in his face.
I guess.
Oh, salt.
I guess Ortiz just found salt from somewhere and he threw salt. But see, you have to like at least. I've already shown something where we established that concessions would be open because like as far as we know, the world is shut down. So
Facts.
There's not concession stands open in an empty arena. Oh, now they're like standing on this table. The
refs are helping hold
the refs
shit
are helping
down.
hold at the table. Ah!
That was interesting.
Yeah, they just split a guardrail. I've never seen that.
That was tight though.
So like they must have threw him down pretty good, or it's like a gimmick guardrail.
One of these fools fell. Yep.
Oh yeah.
I think they caught him.
They almost fell. Dog, what the fuck is happening? This is, I mean, it's interesting, but. This is like they're just playing around in Tony Khan's daddy's like stadium. Like
I know, right?
This is like when like a family moves into a new house and before like all the stuff's up, like all the kids in the neighborhood play hide and go seek in the house. Like,
damn.
What is this? And someone's cheering, like they're saying be elite, but who is cheering? I don't see where the people are. There is a concession stand open though. See right here?
Yep. Dick's Wings. Gross.
Dick's Wings.
Dick's Wings. Dick swings.
We want a little bit of that dick wing. Now they're throwing. There's a pool there?
Oh, I thought it was like down somewhere. It was just like right there.
There's just a tiny ass pool at the Jacksonville Stadium. Oh, and then they threw him in the pool, and then Santana jumped in the water to start beating up Omega. Ortiz said he can't swim, so he didn't want to jump in, but then he takes the ladder down. And now they're like drowning Kenny in the pool. There's people booing, but again, like, what the fuck? So they're drowning Kenny Omega, and then it. Oh my God. It's not. It's not great, Tony.
This will be changing Matt Hardy's underwater and shit.
What the fuck? They're drowning Kenny Omega. Then I guess Kenny Omega dies or something.
Transform Matt Hardy.
And then it brings out Matt Hardy, like Hardy Boys Matt Hardy. And then they drown him.
And then he became like Matt Hardy version 1 Matt Hardy.
And then
he
now,
just transformed back to broken Matt Hardy.
I guess. What in the fuck, dude? I feel like I'm watching Impact.
So he's mad about his drone, right?
Yeah, he's definitely mad about the drone. Broken Matt says that Ortiz has to pay for his transgressions against Vanguard 1. There's magically a table behind them.
Of course.
They put like some bullshit things on top of it to make it look like it was there, but it's like one of those perfect wrestling tables. Wow, that's pretty good. Matt had Ortiz laid out on a table, and then Santana comes from Matt, and he like
back body drop that fool.
Yeah, exactly. Oh God.
Oh, the bell spot, nice.
They put Ortiz under this big bell. He rings the bell. Ortiz is sitting here acting like he's having like a seizure or something from like how loud the bell was.
And this fool's about to duct tape him to a wheelchair.
Yeah. And I guess there was just a wheelchair there for no reason. Because why not? I paid for this. This is the worst $50 ever. He just hit him with a caution, like a wet mop caution thing. Oh, not again. They're going to throw fucking Matt into the ice cooler again. And he's going to die again and come back as something else again. Not again. No, okay. Instead, Matt throws Santana in the freezer. Okay. What the So Matt throws Santana into an ice freezer and then grabs a broom and closes off the doors.
Jake Hager is searching inside the stadium for
something.
He found Hangman's horse.
Wherever the crowd is chanting horse now. Just because Hangman saw the horse. See, why is there a bar open? Who is manning this bar where no people are at? Jake Hager just sits down at the bar. What the fuck is this? I don't know what Hager said to Hangman, but Hangman says, "Are you here to fight or are you here to drink?" And he slides him a drink. And then they take a drink. And then they start fighting. So I guess there's no bartender. I guess he just found the bar and just
Helped himself.
helped himself. But there's like empty drinks all along the bar. Hangman just broke a pool cue or pool stick across Jake Hager's back, but Hager no sells it. Just looks up like, now you made me mad. Almost tries to hit him on the bar. Hangman climbs up on top of the bar, backflips off, jumps on top of a pool table. They're gonna have to refelt that table. This is like the Money in the Bank match.
You know what it is? You're absolutely right, bro.
Like just wrestling around the
Different building.
company building.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's exactly what this is.
The AEW answer.
But there's nothing on the line. There's nothing on the line. They're just doing this. This is not even an elimination match. And then again, like, so what if they get a pinfall in the bar? How are they supposed to relay that information to everyone else throughout the stadium? They just fucking come over the loudspeaker? This makes no sense. It doesn't even make sense in the context of the way they want it to make sense. Like,
absurd. This is absolutely absurd. Oh, here we go.
another inconspicuous table that's just there. How many tables have been broken already just in this match? At least 3.
Yep. Inconspicuously of that. And then a guardrail.
At this event in general, at least 10. In a guardrail. In a fucking guardrail. I've never seen the guardrail split. Wow. Kenny Omega running up on Hager and Hangman fighting in the bar. Kenny smashes probably a gimmick bottle over Hager's head. And a second one. And a third one from Hangman. And a fourth one from Kenny. They're just sitting here, they're just sitting here endlessly smashing bottles on this fool's head, and then Kenny gets a V trigger.
Oh.
That's kind of tight, actually.
Yeah, that was clean.
That was a cool way to improvise that. Kenny like hunched over like you're about to like sign your homie's like yearbook t-shirt, and fucking Hangman flipped over Kenny and still pulled off a discus the buckshot lariat. And now fucking, and then Hangman hits Kenny or hits fucking. That's tight. Yeah, knocks out Hager over the bar. Then they get over the bar. Kenny pours Hangman a shot of whiskey, and then Hangman pours Kenny a glass of milk.
But why wouldn't they try to pin him?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. None of this makes sense anyway. Who cares? Who cares?
He was just trying to pin him.
This is all for the memes, dog.
Facts.
This is all for the memes and the gifs. We are in an era that it really does not matter about the wrestling whatsoever. Like, it's just this weird hybrid cross form of entertainment. Like, just the fact that they recreated the whole like Sammy getting run over by the car, but he did it with the horse.
Right.
Matt getting his triple Northern Lights or the locomotive suplex going.
Yep.
Locomotive Northern Light suplex, I should say. This is redonkulous. I just don't. Like I'm saying, like it just doesn't even make sense in the way they want it to make sense. Now Jericho's beating the shit out of Nick Jackson still. And see, that's another thing too, is like they're not even matching up the people with each other like the way they should be. Like, shouldn't it be the Bucks going against Ortiz and, you know?
Yeah, right. But like this fool's gonna be giving him Northern Light suplex across the whole stadium.
Oh yeah. Like, you think Jericho would be facing off against Matt Hardy this whole time? And then Hager and Sammy versus Hangman and Kenny. But it's just been like a hella weird mishmash of shit. Now Nick Jackson is throwing footballs at Chris Jericho. I can't. This is why I wanted to watch this, though, because I knew this was going to be something.
Absurd.
I knew this was going to be something. I still wish I could, like, be playing this for the people, too, so they could see how absurd this all is. This is so wild. Now the Jacksonville Jaguars. Oh, my God.
Goddamn, Chris Jericho just gave, what is that, the Judas effect?
Yeah.
To the Jacksonville Jaguars mascot.
Then they flash over to Matt Jackson still. Every one of these motherfuckers have lost their mind. Tony Khan just said it the best. What are we witnessing? Damn, and they just broke the fucking... Just broke the field goal kicker's fucking practice net. Oh my goodness, dude. This is just so ridiculous. And then Chris just pulls out a fucking bat out of nowhere. Because why not? Why not, folks? That's what we're doing. We're doing whatever we please. Oh, now he's like yelling at Aubrey Edwards. What the fuck? They're challenging. Oh my God. Chris Jericho. This is so terrible, dude. Matt just did 100-yard locomotive. I never even got over the absurdity of what Chris Jericho did. Chris Jericho got a 2 count on fucking Nick, complained to the referee.
This fool just got a penalty from the ref, and he super kicked him.
What is happening? Yeah, Chris Jericho, 2 count, argues with the ref. They go inside of the replay booth to argue about it, to challenge the play on the field. What the fuck is happening?
What is this?
Say what you want about WWE, they would have never done this shit. I could have. Who booked this? This is if 2020 could be explained in a wrestling match. This is the one. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. They set up a table on the field. Nick runs up into the bleachers. Now he's running down all of the bleachers, and he's gonna jump over this guardrail. This doesn't even make sense. Jumps over this guardrail to put Chris Jericho through a table. That was interesting.
You gonna pin him or?
That doesn't even make sense though, because you don't have a lot of speed running down.
Yeah, like what is?
Stairs.
You could have just stood there and
That's
did
what I'm saying.
that.
It doesn't even make sense in the way they want it to make sense. Now Hangman Pace comes out with the paint marker for the field and runs it over Chris Jericho. This is not good, Tony. This is just weird. Hangman Page just spray painted Chris Jericho. He's like trying to stop. He's like trying to hold himself from laughing. Sam Guevara is just crawling on the field that they're getting 100-yard locomotive.
Suplexes. So he's on the sprinklers that just went off, apparently.
Why would the sprinklers be going off if they know that they're making a stampede? If they knew that they're having a stampede match tonight, why would they have the sprinklers be on? Is there someone controlling the sprinklers somewhere? I cannot wait.
Something's got to run him over, Ryne. Come on.
I know, right? Yep. Not again. I said it at the same time as Tony Schiavone. They're about to run over Sammy Guevara again with the fucking golf cart. It's like they just do shit and then they see that it gets a reaction on the internet, so they just keep doing the shit again. Now they're making Sammy run the length of the fucking football field. Oh, okay, there he goes. And then he hops up onto the fucking bleachers, runs away into the bleachers. What's up, Pixie?
What's happening?
We've just been sitting here watching this fucking wild ass pay-per-view.
It's absurd.
This is the most absurd match I've ever seen ever. This even is more absurd than the Taker Styles and Cena Fiend match.
Definitely.
Because at least those were like, even though it was theatrical, like they went for a different thing. This is like they're still trying to make this seem like this is a match. They're just like, Sammy Guevara is choking Matt Hardy on top of this like media platform tower inside. Oh, what the fuck is this? A new... Oh my god. And now a new drone for Matt Hardy.
Neo 1.
Just flew into the arena and it did whatever it did to distract Sammy Guevara, and now Kenny Omega has Sammy Guevara in doggy style. And he picks him up for the One Wing Angel. I think... Wow! They kind of just recreated the whole spot they did last year with Kenny and Mox, but now it's Kenny and Sammy. Did a One Wing Angel off this like media platform into this like weird...
Whatever we're supposed to pretend that is.
I don't know what that is. I don't even know what to call it. It's just like this weird plywood thing. It was just like made just to be smashed. And then they pinned Sammy for the... Oh, sorry. And then they pinned Sammy for the win. What the fuck did we just watch, folks?
That was amazing.
3.5 hours. That was amazing, though. It was amazing in a very weird way. I'm never going to forget this. And now they're pouring Gatorade on each other's heads. Oh, man. These guys need bookers now, man. This is just way too much of, like, friends having a circle jerk with each other.
Facts.
Just hella hyping each other up. Now they're like standing on the end zone and it's showing the like the big screens of the football stadium is just like flashing Be the Elite.
Oh, they got fireworks.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. That had to be their WrestleMania, bro. Look, that production was pretty big.
What was that, dude?
That was
That was like, did that have to be that long if you were gonna do all that shit?
yes.
Well, folks, we did it. Yeah.
Thank you for watching us watch that event.
I'm sure nobody stuck in from the entire time from beginning to end. There's no reason to. Like I said, this is for the replay if you happen to be watching this event. Like I said, I'm glad we did this anyway because it was such a strange fucking thing.
True.
That if you happen to want to like replay this, like if you bought this pay-per-view and you want to replay this and you want to hear just us being like asking all the questions, just all the way
real ass
through.
reactions to really just like absurd things that were presented to us. But it was actually,
it was
I don't
good.
know. Yeah,
Like,
it
I'm
was,
not
yeah, you know what I
complaining,
mean?
bro.
Like it was
Hey,
good,
I
but it
was
was
gonna,
like,
you know what I was gonna do on this Saturday if this wasn't happening? I probably would have just been playing video games.
Facts.
So it's like, hey, you know what? I still thank you AEW for giving us some good content. Like even if we're complaining about it, like you gave us something
Something to talk about.
You gave us something to talk about for sure. Like, and this definitely, like I said, like this definitely is more awkward than the AJ Styles Taker match or the John Cena Fiend match. Like this is like,
Yeah, and then it was even more. Did you watch Money in the Bank too?
yeah,
Because that was pretty absurd, but not as absurd as this.
I seen some of it and like just kind of seen the direction. I was like, oh, I can catch this whenever I want because I have the network.
Yeah.
Whereas like I didn't have the idea to like do a live reaction to that then. I don't even think all this stuff was set up then yet.
Nah.
Yeah, no, but like from the little bit that I did see, like that match reminded me a lot of what that was.
Yeah, that was like the Money in the Bank times like 5 though, because Money in the Bank wasn't that like crazy. It was like, all right, look,
At least no one got thrown off the roof.
like they had people get thrown off the roof, but it was like, you know, they didn't throw them all the way off the roof. It was like you could see where the crash mat was kind of set up. Like, all right, you're going over there. But with this, it was like, hey, let's just jump off of here.
And what's funny too is like they did that whole like because they threw Alistair and Ray, and then I think the next night on Raw they had them as a tag team.
Yeah, it was like, hey, I thought you guys just got thrown off the roof.
Yeah,
you guys
it's like,
met up
hey,
at the bottom. It was like, hey,
fucking-
let's tag team tomorrow.
It's like they fucking met up in the gulag and they fucking came back. I'm so disappointed with how like they've been pitching Alistair Black so far too, because I thought I loved his presentation in Next. I thought like they really made him a force.
He's hella good.
And yeah, he's good. He's just good to watch in a
Yeah.
match too, because he has a different style. Because he has like so much of that kickboxing experience.
Yeah, and then like he's got
kickboxing
like a certain
experience.
aura about him too.
Yeah, because he's very much like I feel like they could really position him to be their next Undertaker.
Yeah, like him and Wyatt will kind of fill in that kind of weird Undertaker Kane kind of.
I mean, even Wyatt though, it's like they made him like this thing, and then like he loses every pay per view.
True.
So
Yeah.
we're just like, what are you guys even doing with them? Oh man, but yeah, thank you guys for fucking watching. Even if it's on the replay, fucking thank you guys. Like I know 3 hours of just fucking us watching to something else was probably a little much, but yeah, we tried some shit. Like I said, we just making up for the month. We making up for all the time we missed, baby. I had like I said, if I only did Murderverse Radio once a week. I already made up for the month of March for all that I missed. So now we got a month of April to make up for. And then we just going to keep this shit on rolling. Like I said, fucking, we had Anthony Trevino, the AKA Slash of Ugwa on earlier today. If you happen to not watch that episode. We talked about some Ugwa stuff. He talked kind of the current state of what he wants to plan for Ugwa going forward with the whole pandemic. And we'll be on tomorrow night for sure. Dan will be on. He'll be here. We'll be talking about the first ever Bots Battle of the Azave event back when
Nice.
it was just an event for voice box battles. So like we're gonna just talk about how the event got thrown together and all that. Like, and we're doing a long standing series now called Behind the Bots.
Nice.
We're gonna be shooting it every single Sunday. We're just gonna run through all the old events and just talk about highlights, lowlights, anything like that. And then by the end of it, I'm sure we're just gonna kind of go over kind of what our plans are going forward and things like that. But yeah, we're gonna do that just to kind of make up for the void of the lack of battles on the channel
That's
until
what's up.
we know when we can do live events again. Is there anything you want to plug or promote to these people while you're here?
Nah, man, but good looking out for having me come on the Ryne Radio.
Yeah,
bro.
thanks for coming through, man. Cause like I said, I was kind of planning on doing this regardless, and it definitely wouldn't have been as entertaining with just me. It probably would have. People would have probably even complained even more. So
you can imagine like watching that shit by yourself.
I mean, I was gonna do it. I would have done it, but I don't know if I would have. Like, I probably would have still like streamed myself doing it, just because like I was telling boss man, it's so hard not to just want to go live all the time now, because
True.
It's like it's just here.
You got an easy
see
setup.
how like you see how easy of access. Like all I did, like we were downstairs eating pizza. I'm like, all right, yeah, let's just go upstairs and go live, and fucking boom, we just turn it all on and go live.
Nice,
easy peasy. Cover girl. That's not how that goes, but you know what it means. Yeah, tune in tomorrow. Thank you guys for fucking watching tonight. Thank you guys for putting up with me all week long. The more the reps I get, the more entertaining I can be. So we gonna keep rocking in the free world. Yeah, have a good night. Wash your hands, wash your ass, and
you raggedy bitch.
You raggedy bitch.